Welcome everybody to our latest session of the Empire of the Ghouls. As usual, we're going to do a quick recap of what occurred last session, and then we're going to get started. So team, you'll likely recall when we started last session, you guys were actually in the city of Jost, the city of fish as it is known. There on more like the northern coast area. You had brought Archduke Avgast here in order to deliver him safely so he could try to broker a truce and an alliance with the Reaver Dwarves, and then gain their aid in attacking Krakovar and throwing off the undead occupation of Krakovar and returning it to the human hands and its original name of Krakova. Once you guys arrived here, you spent a little bit of time in the town itself grabbing provisions and chatting up with some different folks here. There was some discussion about what exactly you guys were looking to buy, trying to save up for things, that sort of deal. But primarily your goal was to get over to the Temple of Sif, knowing that that's where you needed to go to find the next leg of your journey to track down the holy robes of Sister Adelind. So sure enough, you made your way over to the Temple of Sif. You had received a letter from the Archduke, which he said he wasn't sure how helpful it would be, but it would state that you assisted him and that he thinks that your intentions are honorable, that sort of thing. And you guys made your way to the Temple of Sif. When you got there, you noticed that there was several warrior maidens outside, and much as the Archduke warned you, it seemed as though they were very much focused on martial prowess as they were training and fighting one another. And as you entered, they noticed that all of you had weapons strapped to your sides, and they demanded a duel with each of you. So each of you paired off with a different of the battle maidens and engaged them in combat. It was just to the first blow or first blood. Some minor blows may have gone undetected as they did not draw blood. It turned out almost all of you were quite successful in your duels. I believe the only person who unfortunately had very low initiative and got walloped before he had a chance was poor old Barnaby, but the rest of you managed to get a strike in or defeat your opponent before they could defeat you. And once that was complete, you were allowed to essentially enter the temple itself and go speak to the archpriestess there. Once inside, you saw there were several more battle maidens inside, and the archpriestess behind this large altar eventually introduced you her name as Jagoda. And after you guys sort of laid your cards on the table and explained why you were here and what your quest was, what you were trying to accomplish, all of that, she did not seem to trust you right away. You guys asked if she could perhaps use magic to confirm that you are telling the truth. She said she didn't typically like to do that, but sure, she would. Once she did this, she asked you some questions, and unfortunately, at least one of the answers that was provided was not exactly what she was looking for. So she then did a little bit more of a grilling on you guys, you could say, and eventually it became apparent that one of your party members, the newest member of your team, Runak, hadn't given a totally satisfactory answer, and so she asked to speak with him separately. The rest of you were asked to head outside of the temple and wait there. Some time passed by when that occurred. Eventually, Runak came out and collected you all and brought you back inside, and Jagoda continued giving some more information. This led to some additional questions from your team to Runak, where he said he would happily tell you some information once you are in a safer area. And sure enough, you guys then kind of went out of this area after getting as much information as you could from Jagoda, namely that the organization that you're looking for is known as the Spear Maidens of Hope, and it is said that the best place to be able to locate them is that they would travel on the anniversary of Sister Adelind's death to the castle Jarlsberg, and they would sort of go there to honor her. And so the anniversary of her death is coming up. Based on the journey time that it would take you to go overland from Jost down to Jarlsberg, you have only a few days to spare. It was like an 18-day travel, approximately 19 days closer to, and you had like 21 days before the anniversary. So you had a little bit of time to kill before, but you wanted to obviously get close and make sure there was no delays in your journey. And so that was the next leg of your journey. So as you guys left the Temple of Sif to speak more to Runak, who was going to be able to fill you guys in on some more information. Unfortunately, that occurred with Caliban having to leave his battle maiden with vision still floating through his head. But yeah, Runak took you guys off another area and short summarized version, he let you know that he is actually a Derricule, one of the ghouls that is most notably associated with the Empire of the Ghouls, your primary enemy at the moment. He, however, said that he is part of an organization that is trying to work against the Empire, as he had some concerns, or his organization had some concerns with how Emperor Nicephorus the Pale is currently operating. And he gave maybe some additional information. I'm doing my best to not reveal anything that he hasn't revealed himself, but I think that's a pretty high-level summary of what he revealed. You guys had some outstanding questions for him. Particularly, it seemed as though Archgale was not very trusting of him, as he is a stalwart enemy of the undead. With that underway, you guys also had Archgale had an invitation to dinner with the Archduke there in Jost before you were going to depart the next day. Archgale went there. The Archduke essentially honored him, provided him a free meal and drink, and bestowed upon him a rank of knight. So added him to the knighthood of Cracova, and asked him furthermore if he would be willing to serve as the ambassador to the Church of Rava and to Zobek more properly once the undead were thrown out of Cracova and Cracova was restored. Archgale accepted this honor and said he would be willing to do so. So thanks to that commitment, the Archduke then provided a magical item to Archgale and said he thinks it could be beneficial to him. Archgale was happy with this, asked a couple of other questions, tried to basically get the rest of his team members, perhaps Grimm most importantly, in the good graces of the Archduke, but the Archduke didn't seem as though he was willing to bend over backwards for the rest of the team. Seemingly that moment where Archgale healed the Archduke during the battle where things were tense really convinced the Archduke that Archgale has his back and that he's a good person to have around. Who's to say if the rest of you might get an opportunity to earn the same type of respect from the Archduke, or if you even care. But with that information out of hand, you guys then departed Jost the next day, making your way south, traveling a distance. This overland journey was a bit rough. You had some days of really bad weather. In particular, there was one day where it rained really, really heavily. The rain kind of pelted down. It was nasty. It was miserable traveling. And once you got to this part where the road was traveling through kind of just the plains or a small hill area, and you guys are moving about this area, you found yourselves coming under attack. There was a figure off in the distance to the south, but the two creatures that suddenly manifested as though coming from nowhere seemed to surround Zack and try to bite him. These were like undead dogs of some type, or at least that's what they looked like, very ghostly type of dogs. Luckily, with Zack dodging and then relying on his shield spell multiple times, they were not able to penetrate that defense. The rest of the team was coming under attacks from the dogs as well, particularly their howl that instilled fear around the rest of the team. That figure down below ended up being a necrophage ghast, which was later identified by Runak. This is a spell-casting ghoul, you might say, or ghast more particularly, and it tried to use some magic against you, but luckily with 2 critical hits on this guy, he did not last long at all. He was blasted apart pretty quickly. With that guy defeated and the dogs seemingly not able to score even a hit, really, they decided to depart and perhaps come back at a later day. So they seemingly were able to pop in and out of existence, and the last time they popped out, they did not reappear. Your team wondered what exactly this was all about, knowing that these necrophage ghasts don't just wander around. They're not like free-willed undead that have their own desires and go places. They essentially are tools of the Empire, and they're sent on specific missions. This led you to believe that your group, perhaps, your whereabouts are more known than perhaps you might have hoped, and you continued on your journey trying to put more distance between you and get further to your goal of Jarlsberg. One of the days of travel, after many days traveling over land and not wanting to mess with this really bad weather and eat rations for another night, you found a larger village with a larger inn inside of it and decided to make use of its accommodations. So heading on into the inn there, you found a nervous barkeep and barmaid. They both seem to be a little bit out of sorts. The bar owner, you might say, barkeep, really strongly tried to encourage you to take the private room, but you guys seemingly were not too interested in that, and eventually just asked for your keys to head on upstairs. Zach was using some of his detect thoughts magic to learn that there was a guest up above, and the bar mistress hoped that, or barmaid hoped that they, whoever they was, wouldn't find her and there wouldn't be a problem. Eventually, you guys decided to make your way up to the second floor to check out what all that was about. Once you got up to the second floor after having procured rooms, you found that there were several cultists up here in sort of the common area of the second floor. As you started examining some of the different rooms, and Zach was going door to door, once again using that detect thoughts to try to determine where this person that the barmaid was thinking about was, he was able to sort of pinpoint where she was roughly about the same time as a door up in the second floor opened and a familiar figure emerged, Luna Ferelden, an individual cultist that you had fought before in the Temple of Marina, where you had killed her twin brother. She has just exited and is speaking to someone behind her in the room that she just left, and that is where we pause. So, team, that's the quick recap of what occurred last session. Anything I missed? Anybody would like to add?
We asked how we're gonna know who the Spear Maidens of Hope, what they look like or whatever. We even asked the for like a letter of introduction. Obviously, she wasn't gonna give it to us, but she said you'll know them because they have a symbol, maybe on their shield or on their armor of a snowdrop, and that's how we'd be able to identify the Spear Maidens of Hope.
Yes, indeed. Go and take inspiration there, Grim. So, yes, Jagoda, when you asked her for a letter of introduction, she said you should earn one on your own merits. Essentially, just be honest with them and that you should stand on your own, essentially. And yes, that symbol on the shield is clearly a flower, which nobody messed that up last time. We all knew it was a flower. Yep, good answer.
We also learned that one of the cities we'll have to pass through on our path is Wallenberg, known as the City of Pines, which is ruled by a vampire lord who hunts peasants for sport.
Yes, indeed, a sadistic vampire lord. In fact, go ahead and take inspiration there, Zach. Yeah, that's a little bit further in your travels, but something to quote unquote look forward to. Yeah, great addition. Anybody else?
Yeah, so we actually had the opportunity for two different paths. We decided to take the faster but more obvious path of going along the roads in the Ghoul territory.
Yes. Can you give me any additional details about the secondary path and why you didn't take it?
It was slower and it required that we had to go to a small village and get a boat and travel down a river. But mainly that it was slower, or at least we perceived it to be slower, and that we had to meet the sister or the spear maidens uh, by a certain date, and we just wanted to take the faster route to ensure we got there in time.
Yes, indeed. Good enough. Go ahead and take inspiration Archgale. The only thing additional add to that is that traveling to that village or villages where you'd try to get a boat and then take the river, you would have to also pass through a swamp known as the Sea Arca Swamp. And you guys decided that didn't sound like much fun. So you decided to just take the overland obvious route. Anybody else have anything to add?
Hey, Adam, this is not for inspiration or anything, but just as a reminder, my feature is on for the detect undead and things like that, and it's 10 minutes, so it would have only been a few minutes. So that's just for FYI.
Good reminder. Yep. Yes, I will. I will do a quick double check once we get over there. But yeah, I think you're okay with that. Yeah. All right. Last call for anybody that wants to add anything to our recap.
One minor thing is I attempted to sell or like use the Eye of the Basilisk that I had retrieved to basically get an apothecary to make some type of like spell that could remove petrification. And we learned that that is not what you need. It's actually the basilisk's liver. So if we come across another one, we could potentially like harvest that in order to, get a potion made to remove petrification.
Yes, indeed. If I hadn't already granted you inspiration, that would have been inspiration worthy as well. But yep, good footnote there to remember for the future.
Can I give that inspiration to somebody else?
Unfortunately, no. Only each player can only earn once per time.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alrighty, team. Well,
can I add a footnote just as a reminder as we get in here? And correct me if I'm wrong, Adam, but Zach learned that the nervous barkeep was saying, I hope they don't find her. We didn't know who they was. We don't know who her is. So we ran upstairs, and Zach, I guess, technically found her, and she was considering jumping out a window. So I think we found who them are, and I think we found who her is. We just don't know the situation. So, yeah. That's a quick
Mostly
little
correct. The only slight change to that I'll say is actually the barmaid that he detected those thoughts from, not the barkeep or the man who seems to be the owner of the inn. This was from the barmaid, and that was her concern. But yes. All right, well, with that in mind, let's get you guys back over to this map here, where you guys can see sort of where we left off. So a reminder, you guys have just come up the stairs here. So you guys made your way up the stairs, started checking out the various rooms. Zach was kind of moving up and down this way, trying to find this person who's here that the bar mistress or barmaid was thinking of. And shortly thereafter is when the door opened and Luna emerged. So let me make sure I've got tokens locked here. I do now. All right, I'm going to put all this into initiative. This doesn't necessarily mean that anybody's hostile at this point, but depending on who acts when, and obviously if you might be recognized, that could change things. So I'm going to go ahead and put everybody into initiative.
Hey, Adam, and as a reminder, are they all wearing their robes right now?
The ones
think they
out
were.
in the common room, yes. Luna is not wearing a robe, and eventually there's another guy that you will see. He's not wearing a robe at the moment, but yes, all of the other individuals in the common room are. All right, Runak, you are the first to act.
Okay, and I don't actually see this really because I'm in this room here, so.
Right. I would say use your best judgment as far as what you think is going on. So far, nobody has like shouted or caused any alarm or anything like that. So yeah, use your best judgment of what you think your character would do.
Yeah, I mean, right now, not knowing what's happening probably or anything like that, Runak is probably just putting his stuff down and sort of making sure that this room is secure. So. Let's say oh yeah, tokens are still locked, but I just sort of walk around the room and double check it and make sure there's nothing hidden here.
All right, I'm going to take that as a search action. Go ahead and throw me an investigation check and see if you notice anything as you're kind of looking around the bed, the table area, that sort of thing. Other than some like crumbs of cheese that you find that the cleaning people must have missed, you don't find anything else out of the ordinary.
Okay. That's the end of my turn then, for now. Sorry, guys. It just, in character, doesn't make much sense for me to do anything.
All right, this gentleman here.
I thought you should have cast a fireball myself, but that's okay.
This gentleman here across from the table, he is kind of looking in your direction, but then looks back to the person across the table from him, and he says, I wonder how soon it'll be before we're leaving. I bet you we're going to be going before the day is out. You don't think we'll stay here? Oh, there's Luna. Grim.
So I wondered, I was a prisoner in her little cult thing, right?
Yes, if you're wondering if she's going to recognize you, yes, if she sees you, she's absolutely going to recognize you. But because we're acting in initiative and this is 6-second turns, she's literally opened the door and is speaking to someone behind her. So she hasn't even looked in your direction yet.
Okay. Booty bump in here. And I'm going to say, I'm going to say quietly to him, and yeah, I'll use low tones to Runak. That is the head priestess of Marina. If I'm telling her name, I always forget how to pronounce that. And the cultist leader, and she imprisoned me. Oh, it sickens me to even see her face. And I'm gonna take a dodge action.
Is she a vamp?
I don't know.
And just as a quick clarification here, Grim, for your own knowledge, to make sure everybody's on the same page, the head priestess was the one you actually killed down there. So you could think of Luna and your time being a prisoner. What you would have learned is that Luna and her brother were essentially acolytes in service to that head priestess. So you killed the boss. She was like one of the students.
Okay, that's what I meant.
All right. This one's sitting at the end of the table. You see he's got a cup of wine or a cup of something there. You're not sure exactly what it is, but you see he takes it by the hand, takes a sip, sets it back down, and he's just kind of looking around a bit shifty-eyed. Archgale.
And no, it's beyond the barrier. Okay. I have a quick question, I believe. The spell message you can cast through barriers as long as you know the people are there.
I believe that is correct. I'll do a quick double read of it, though.
Here, I can post it.
Yes. One thing I always point out to make sure you understand what this visually looks like. Somatic and material components. Somatic means dramatically waving your hand, and then material means you're grabbing like a piece of wire or using your focus, either way. So anybody observing you is going to be able to tell you're doing something magic-y.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'm gonna go ahead and once I see Grim duck into his room and get a sense of the situation, I'm gonna go ahead and duck into our room and close the door. And I'll whisper to Grim, it's the lady. Did you see her?
Grim does not
talk
hear
too
you.
loud. Or Glory. Glory. Sorry, did I say Grim? I meant Glory. Glory, did you see her out there? Don't talk too loud. And I will end my turn.
All right. This cultist here will look at Luna as she's exiting the room, and he says, "Do we depart now, mistress?" Caliban.
Caliban is, of course, completely oblivious to all of this because he was never there. So I think he was just sort of striding up here. We were sort of suspicious of what was going on, and this actually maybe saunter up to this guy and evening. Bit of a stormy couple days, and that's just gonna try to make some small chat with the local.
Are you standing there, or are you trying to sit at the table?
Nope, just gonna stand at the table. Just stand beside.
All right. So as you speak to him, you see he kind of glances over towards where Luna is, and then you see he looks up at you with like this kind of like sneer on his face, and he says, "I don't speak to your kind, foul blood."
And Caliban will sort of recoil a bit from that, but hold his action there.
All right. And by hold your action, I assume you just mean skip your turn.
Let's get in the turn. Yes.
Fair enough. All right, Zach.
Okay, I want to try something that I don't know if this interaction is going to be allowed. So, what I want to do is I want to cast as a bonus action telepathic speech on her, so that I can then use subtle spell with suggestion to try something. I don't know if that interaction would be like able to be done without me like speaking any words. It would be like spoken in her mind.
Okay, so you're saying you want to use this bonus action to make a connection with Luna?
Correct, yes. And then I would use my action with subtle spell to cast suggestion on her. If that interaction will work.
You can certainly try. What I will say is that even as a subtly cast spell, you're basically having to look at her very intently, and you're kind of like staring directly at her without moving for a period of time, meaning there's a chance someone could notice that you're acting odd.
Okay. I think that's worth doing. So I will subtly cast suggestion, and what I will say is, we're not a threat. Convince your party we're on your side. We have the robes to prove it.
Alrighty, so suggestion. is wisdom. All right, here comes the wisdom save. All right, you cast the spell, and as best you can tell, it seems to be working.
All right, and I will end my turn.
All right, Glory, your turn.
I reach into my pack and grab some rations and begin eating. And then I turn to the Archgirl, like, girl, what girl? Makes sense. And that's my turn.
All right, so these folks make small talk. This gentleman's going to come out and he speaks with Luna once again. We are not done formulating the plan. Come back in the room until we have made up what we are going to do. And you see she looks back at him and says, fine. And then on her turn, you see she will step in and she will close the door. And you can hear the sound of them chatting. This guy will also just be making small talk. Barnaby.
All right. Seeing that a few of the folks have gone into one of the other rooms, I'm going to go ahead and do so. Well, isn't this a predicament? And I'm going to take the dodge action.
All right. And this person in the corner is quite quiet. We'll move to the top of the next round. It's possible there's not going to be anything immediately that is dramatic or whatnot, so we can try to move through this quickly. Is anybody doing anything aggressive or sneaky or anything that could draw attention?
I think we are. So I say we stay in initiative because there's that girl, like.
Yeah, Runak will probably cast a spell. Well, actually, he might shut the door and then cast a spell, possibly.
Sure, yeah, feel free
So I
to
don't
take a
know
turn.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna shut the door real quick so no one can see me doing this. And then I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
All right, go ahead and post that. All right, so this is verbal components, and you have no way of silencing your verbal components, right?
Yes, I don't think so because it's I can do that with like enchantment and illusion spells, but not divination spells. So and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, so as you're casting a spell, the door is closed. Unfortunately, the person just outside the door just rolled a 22 on their perception check. So from out in the room, you're going to hear this woman sitting at the table say, "We have spell casting from the room to the north."
Who, me? What do you mean?
All right, as you exit out of the room, this guy is going to stand up. He's going to move closer to you. You see him drawing his weapon, and he says, "Who are you? Identify yourself now!" And you see he readies to strike you.
Runak will hold up his hands pacifistly and be like, I'm just a traveler. I'm a member of the Empire.
And to clarify, because you're concentrating on detect thoughts, you're clearly not concentrating on disguise self, right?
Is it concentration?
Oh, is it not? Let me double check. I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't think disguise self is concentration.
No, okay, just lasts an hour. Okay, so we're gonna assume you have a disguise on then. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah. He's got a soul patch.
All right. All right, yeah, so this guy looks like he's getting ready to wallop you. Grim, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna close the door. Looking out the window, I want to get in that room. So a couple of
What
things. Just a
room?
quick ups. The girl where the girl is next to me, to the right. So I'm looking out the window. How far high am I?
Okay, so it sounds like you're trying to go through the window and then like climb on the side. Is that what I'm hearing? As far
No,
as
I'll
as
even
far
jump down and climb up. Like I have advantage on athletics, so I'm thinking about it.
so I would say where you're at now down to the floor is going to be about 15-foot drop.
Okay.
This is shutters, so it's not glass. So if you open the shutters, you could potentially slip out, but falling obviously to the ground, that's going to hurt. Potentially, you would fall prone. Getting over to the next room and trying to climb up. If you just kind of open the shutters and poke your head out, I will say you don't see any easy way to get up to the next window. There are, or the next shutters, I should say. There is like some crates and a barrel close by. So if you use that and then try to jump and you rolled well enough to grab onto the ledge, I mean, it would be pretty tough because you're jumping, I don't know, let's see, like 9 feet-ish, something like that, to be able to reach and grab.
Strength is 20. Advantage on athletics checks. Maybe I can get in that room. I don't want to leave this. Okay.
So typically
do
a
it.
high jump, you can leap into the air, number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. So if your strength modifier is, what is it, 3 or 4?
5.
Oh, 5. Okay, so you could jump 8 feet upwards if you move at least 10 feet on foot before. So if you're on the ground level, you run, you would jump, you could reach 8 feet. That shutter is going to be more like 15 feet up. So there's a chance you could grab onto like side of the building, but I'll just tell you it's going to be kind of challenging.
Okay. I'm gonna growl and grimace outside the window and say, "Well, Barnaby, I think it's going to happen." And you see him equip
It
his
was good
shield.
to know you.
No, and then you see him equip his shield and walk again to the side of the door. So action, equip, shield, and that's what I'm doing.
All right, this guy is going to get up, pushing past you roughly, Caliban. He's going to move to here to here. Do you want to take an opportunity attack?
Not so much an opportunity attack. I guess is he trying to like bump? He like he brushes past me roughly.
Yeah, like he does. He's not concerned about bumping into you in the slightest. He's trying to get over to where Runak is really urgently. So he's not like, you know, shoulder thrusting, knocking you down, but he certainly gets up and bumps into you as he's making his way over there.
Like I would have maybe tried to block his path, but if he's already gone by me, I might opportunity attack. But
So
just by,
mechanically, you can't just block, but you could opportunity attack to like grapple with your hand and try to hold him up, if that's what you mean.
yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Is if he's just already past me, I'll try to grapple just to say hold on.
All right, so this would be treated as an unarmed attack, which you're not dealing damage. You're trying to inflict the grappled condition. So go ahead and I think actually they just make a saving throw on this one. So they get to choose strength or dex. And that will be against your strength plus your proficiency bonus plus 8. So let's see. For this guy, he's going to make a dex check to try to slip you. 18. I think that's going to beat you. So your strength is what, Caliban?
He is 16.
So 3 plus 2 proficiency is 5, plus 8 is 13. Right. So DC was 13. He got an 18. So as you like try to get, grab him and hold him down, he does brush past you. And you see he gives you another even ruder look as he points back at you, but he is going to go over here. And as his action, he is going to attempt to grapple you, Runak. So now you get to make your choice of a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
All right, so he is successful in grappling you. And I want to be really careful about the disguise here. Normally, being a Dyracule, your flesh is going to be pale or maybe even a little bit greenish. I know you said soul patch, but am I safe to assume you've also like colored your flesh to look normally like a halfling?
Yeah, the parts that are, visible, out, above the armor.
All right, so generally speaking, when somebody physically touches you and you are disguised, there's at least some chance they have of detecting that there is a disguise here. So let's see. So discern that your disguise. Right, so changes wrought by the spell failed to hold up to a physical inspection. So what I'm going to do, because I think as he's really up close here, obviously there's going to be, you might be doing something to try to limit like the odor that's coming off of you. I'm going to give him just a perception check to see if he realizes anything is up here. He does. All right. So as he reaches out and kind of grabs you, maybe he brushes into your face, something like that. And your face kind of like wobbles as the magic there is quite obviously. He is going, now that he has you grappled, he is going to say, "This one's the spellcaster. Take him down. He's disguised." All right. So
I am a member of the Empire.
He does not seem to be listening. Archgale.
Do I hear the commotion?
You certainly do, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Glory and just go, you'll see what I mean. We obviously need to go out and help. And I will doff my shield and sword and open the door, which I assume somewhere along those lines is free action, then an action.
So you're donning your shield. That is an action. You can open the door as an interact with object for free. You can draw a weapon as part of an attack, but if you don't do it as part of an attack, you have to use your interact with object, which you would have to use here for the door.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Then I'll just open the door, but I'll put my shield on.
All right, so you've donned your shield as an action. You've opened the door.
And then I'm going to step to the side, and I'm going to let Glory handle this. But I will end my turn there. Let me... Okay. Let me see if there's something I can... I guess if somebody tries to attack one of us, I'll prepare an action for casting Sacred Flame if somebody runs in here or tries to fight us.
So you've used your action to don your shield, so you don't have an action.
Oh, so I guess can't even do that. Yeah, I guess I'll just end my turn then. Silly me.
Alrighty, this one's turn. He is going to stand up, drawing his weapon, and as he gets close to you, Caliban, he says, "Never put your hands on a member of the Order! Stand down!" And he's going to try to slash at you with his sickle. 12 is going to miss. Caliban, your turn.
Well, now that we've come to bladed action, he will draw his sword and swing right back at this Yahoo.
All right, blade is free. You slash out towards this cultist. 15 will hit. Yeah, you score a generous blow on the cultist, wounding him badly.
Mind your manners. And he's just gonna pivot his fighting stance to close off this corner here, and I'll end my turn.
All right, a lot of commotion suddenly lifts here. You notice everybody essentially realizing that combat has broken out is getting up and getting to arms. Zach.
All right. Well, now that we're fighting, cast innate sorcery as a bonus action, and then I'm going to cast at this guy chromatic orb at first level.
Okay. 14 will hit. Or 24, right, from advantage, yep.
Uh, 13. Are any of those numbers duplicates? No.
And what type of damage is that?
Thunder. Yeah.
All right, the thunder orb smashes into the cultist. He is nearly dropped to the ground, but manages to stay on his feet.
Okay, and then I'll move back here into the corner and end my turn there.
Okay, Glory, you're hearing commotion out from the common room.
Okay, I'm going to take a step out, and everybody I see but my companions, are they aggressive? Can I tell they're aggressive?
Yeah, I would say you can tell they're all getting ready to fight, sure.
All right, I'll move there. I will rage. And then I'll attack the one in front of me with my halberd.
$21 will hit. All right, you slash into him with your halberd, wounding him badly. All righty, this one's going to hop up. Heading over to here. As you are currently grappled, Runak, she is going to slash out against you. 18. Looks like that is going to hit.
Yep.
All right, here comes damage. All right, that's going to be 6 points of damage, 5 slashing, 1 necrotic.
Okay, I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. All right, dexterity saving throw. Yeah, she will definitely fail that. 24 points of fire damage. Yeah, she is incinerated.
I told you not to touch me.
Yeah, don't mess with that one.
All right, this one, noticing that the person has just burned right in front, it looks a little bit surprised, but recovers quickly, standing up, and is going to actually move to here. And once she steps to there, she's going to attack you on a flank.
Okay, I'm gonna make a con save for the Tech Thoughts thing, but I do have advantage on maintaining concentration, by the way, just heads.
Okay, gotcha.
So, okay.
That's going to be a 10, which will miss. All right, this door will get thrown open as you see this man runs out. You see he looks around quickly and he turns back and he says, "No, you're wrong, Luna. They're attacking." He's going to jump to here as he draws this spear from his side. You see he points at you, Caliban, and he says, "I guess you're the first one that's going down." And you see he rapidly strikes out at you. So first he's going to take his spear and stab forth at you 3 times. All right, the 8's going to miss. Caliban has AC of 17, so the 19 and 23 will connect.
I will attempt to shield, which I think I can shield at least the 19.
Okay, so you cast shield. Go ahead and burn that slot. That will set your AC to 22, so that will absorb the 19, but the 23 will hit.
Yep.
That'll be 13 points of piercing damage. All right, Luna's going to make her way out of the room, and she's going to say, Everybody stop right now. Calm down. This is not what it looks like. Everybody drop your arms.
They started attacking me.
This cultist is going to stand up and then like pauses. You see this like decision paralysis as she's looking over towards Luna, looking at you all. Barnaby.
All right. Well, that kind of potentially changes what I was planning on doing, but I'm going to go ahead and just put on my shield, and that'll be it.
All right. This one's going to stand up and move over to here. And you see she looks towards Luna and she says, I don't know what it is that you think is happening here, but let us pacify them at least. And then she's going to motion with her hands as she casts a spell. All right, as she casts this spell, you notice this like purplish energy kind of floats in the air, and then she points out her hand, 2 fingers, index and pinky, index towards Runak, pinky towards Caliban. I'll need both of you to give me wisdom saving throws.
Is this a charm?
Post your ability so I can see exactly what it says, and I'll let you know if it applies.
Okay.
Caliban, you're going to fail this save. No, this won't be affected by that. All right, Runak, you will fail as well. All right, as the 2 of you are affected by this, you find that you are unable to move. You are paralyzed. All right, Runak, your turn's going to end. Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw. You are still paralyzed. All right, this one here is the one that is currently grappling Runak. He's going to release the grapple as he looks back over towards Luna and he says, Mistress, what is going on? Grim.
Move here, look out the window. Do I see any girl running away? Maybe I could stick my head out the window and look and see if the window shutters are open.
So the shutters, unless you already open them, they would be closed by default. You can interact with the object to open them, though. They're not like locked or anything. All right, so you push them open or pull them open, probably more likely. You're saying you're just poking your head out and trying to scan both ways?
I'm going to look towards the right, I guess, to the east, because that's where I suspect the girl is that they are trying to get. So I want to see if that window's open or if she's fled.
All right, so you look this direction, leaning out the shutters and looking that way. These shutters here look to be closed, but you do notice the shutters over here seem to be open based on what you can tell.
Oh, I'm so tempted to get out of here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to dodge.
All right, this cultist standing here as well is going to look back towards Luna and seemingly very confused. Archgale.
Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna move 5, 10 to here. Oh, this is quite the pickle. Okay. I don't know if I want to keep provoking, but it seems like one of them already knows, so I think I might just take the chance. I'm going to I hate. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast, I guess, Firebolt at the guy who's kind of injured here.
All right. The cultist closest to you?
Yeah, well, the one to the south, the one diagonal from, I guess, Runok.
Sure, yep, the one that's injured closest to you. Gotcha. That is going to miss as the bolt of flame streaks by. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Can I burn my inspiration on that?
You sure can. That will connect. All right, as the bolt of fire strikes him and burns him to a crisp, you hear Luna in the background still saying, calm down, calm down. The man on the table shouts, ignore Luna! She must be under some effect! Kill them all!
Okay. And then, so I move 5, 10, I go 15, 20. I don't like being... I'm going to reach out and grab Runok and cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay. And what would you like to end?
That's what 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to go 25, 30. And I will end my turn.
All right, I'm assuming you're doing that to end the paralysis, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right, this one's going to move to the flanking spot, and then he shouts, masked one back here, masked one back here. He's going to then attack Caliban on the flank with advantage because of paralysis. 18-20 with the flank is going to hit Caliban. All right, 20, and that is a auto crit.
Because my shield's already expired, right? That was only for...
Your shield lasts till the start of your next turn. Have you gotten a turn since you cast it?
I have not. That's one away.
All right, that will be absorbed by the arcane barrier then. Okay, Caliban, you are currently paralyzed. Your turn will end. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw. All right, you are still paralyzed. Zach, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to move up to here. And then I am going to cast at this one a chromatic orb. And I'm assuming 11 will miss. And
It
if
will.
it does, I will use my meta magic seeking spell to roll 16.
All right, as that flies towards her, you notice she motions with her hand, and it is absorbed by an arcane barrier.
Okay. And then I will move back to where I was and end my turn.
All right, Glory, your turn.
All right, I'm going to attack this one right here.
That will miss.
I'm going to move up and polearm strike this one right there.
Okay. Yes, that'll hit. All right, this smacks into him, and he drops.
That should... What's the D6? Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta make sure this Divine Fury works on that.
Yep, he was the first one you hit, right? Because the first attack missed, so it looks like that would work.
Okay, then the damage is right. That ends my turn.
Alrighty, this one is feeling a bit surrounded here, but she's going to attack Archgale. Slashing out with that, ooh, critically hitting Archgale.
Okay. I don't have anything I can do against that.
All right, true critical. All right, that's going to be 8 points of slashing damage against you, Archgale. All right, this one, noticing you're watching in terror, Caliban, as you're paralyzed, you can't move. You notice this one kind of salivating, realizing how ripe of a target you are. he is going to stab forward 3 times at advantage plus flank.
This is bad.
So that'll be 21. Your arcane barrier is no longer there, so that's going to be 1 hit. I'm going to go ahead and do these in case you drop, which probably won't happen, but it's possible. All right, so this one is a critical piercing. All right, true crit on that. All right, that'll be 10 points of piercing damage on the first attack. He's then going to pierce for it a second time. That will hit as well. Another true crit. For 21 points of damage.
That will drop me.
All right, so you drop. He's then going to move. Rushing down towards you here, Zach. He's going to stab force at you. 26 will hit. For 8 points of piercing. All right, Luna's going to come over to here, and she's going to say, no, like I said, calm down, everybody. Calm down. They're not a threat. They're not a threat. This cultist here seemingly agreeing that it looks as though Luna's under some kind of effect, as it doesn't make sense what she's saying right now, is going to step up to here and attack Glory on the flank. 21 to hit Glory. That'll hit. That'll be, let's see, 4 plus 1, or 2 plus 1, 3 points of total damage there, Glory. Since you're raging, and we move to Barnaby.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and open the door here. Seeing that everything looks like a mess, this is going to go ahead and take me 2 because he's engaged with somebody. Now, who is down from my party members?
As you scan around quickly, you're going to notice that Caliban lies on the ground.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move here. If they want to go ahead and do the opportunity attack or not, I don't know what's in their hands.
Yes, the one that you just walked away from, she will indeed take that slash at you. That will miss.
All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoot. 6. I'm going to go ahead and lay on hands him 14 points.
All right, and just to clarify there, Barnaby, you can enter an ally space as not difficult terrain. New 5.5 rules, it's only if it's an enemy is it considered difficult terrain.
Okay, great. Thank you for that.
All right, I'm sorry, you said you're doing what now?
14 points of lay on hands, leaving me 1.
All right, so you're channeling 14 points of lay on hands for healing purposes. Got it. All right, he's restored 14.
Correct. And then I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my any enemy within 15 feet of me. I'm going to go ahead and do my channel divinity.
Post that. I don't recall what that one is.
It is when the wraths of the vines will come and attack these people.
Sounds cool.
I'm trying to post it. Sorry, it's there. You go. There you go. And my DC is a 13, so that everyone within 15 feet have to make a.
So this is the base ability. Can you post the Entangling Vines version of this? Whatever that is.
Sorry, yeah, wrong one. Thanks. Sorry about the delay. I'm trying to find it. It looks like the other one is saying something else. This one here is saying divine sense. Oh, nature's wrath. Sorry, it wasn't under. I was looking at the wrong thing. Here you go.
All right, so within 15 feet, strength save. Let me make those. All right, so let's see. You said DC was 15, so 2 of them are not affected.
DC 13.
13. Okay, 2 of them are not affected. I'll go ahead and put restrained on the ones that are affected.
Sorry for the delay on that. I was looking for divine sense / and it just is. It's its own thing. So.
All right, it is now her turn. She is focused as she is looking off to the northeast. She is then going to motion with her hand as she points at you, Glory, and I'll need a wisdom saving throw. Okay, you will fail that save, and you feel this magic compulsion in your head that says, flee. You are required to spend your turn moving away from her by the fastest means possible. All right, Runak.
Okay. So Runak is going to hold out his hand. And as a bonus action, his greatsword appears in it. And then he is going to, I guess, slash out at the one that's right next to him.
Okay. That'll be at advantage because she's currently restrained. All right, with flanking,
12s.
with flanking, that will hit.
Okay.
Wounding her badly.
You shouldn't have started stabbing me. I was not wanting to do this.
All right, this guy is toast. We move to Grim.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Swing away.
Who is your target?
Oh, no, I think, does she use her reaction already, this one?
She has, yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. And then 25. And I'm going to swing at the lady with the, that looks like she's concentrating on something.
Okay.
All right.
An 8 will miss.
Doesn't he have advantage?
Yes, that is correct. She is restrained. That will critically hit.
Okay. Let me do...
All right, so that is a true crit. Go ahead and post your damage.
Let's do major injury. Where's that? Oh, I don't even have that out.
Yeah, we're not using injuries in this campaign. Unfortunately, those weren't voted in.
Okay, so let's see. Want me to hit the crit or?
Yep, yeah. So whatever your damage type is, go ahead and post a crit for that damage type.
$2d8 plus 5.
So let's see. That's your damage. So you dealt 12. What's the extra d8 for?
Oh. I did Savage Attacker. Oh, it
Oh,
automatically
right.
ruled-
No,
rolled-
never
oh,
mind.
cool.
No, you're fine. The Savage Attacker only keeps the highest die. So that was 12 plus another d8 for your crit, so 16. Yep, that works.
Okay. I'm gonna need a strength saving throw to try to knock her down with bonus action Shield Bash. She's got to beat a 15.
She is shield bashed.
Okay, knock her prone. Action Surge. And then I'll go again.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
All right.
And she's off balanced again. She's double prone.
She's prone, off balance, and restrained. Not a good day for her so far. All right, 18 more points of damage. And she has lost concentration on hold person. So, Caliban, you are no longer paralyzed.
Oh, that was good. You let the flying orc out of the room. Okay. That's my action, bonus action, action surge. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay, Archgale.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word. So let me do that. And then I'll use my macro. Oh, and I said I was going to cast that Caliban. So I'm casting Healing Word on Caliban.
All right, 12 HP restored.
Oh, thank you, Barnaby.
Barnaby's grateful, but that wasn't him.
You're welcome.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, all right, and then I'm going to move. Well, let me read this spell really quickly. Because does it hit? Okay, of my choice. Okay, perfect. Because I think Glory's somewhere in this mess right here, right? Okay.
Yeah, right.
There he is. Okay. I thought that's where he was. I'm gonna move right here, and I'm going to cast Word of Radiance on everyone within 5 feet except for Glory. So that should be, I think, this one and this one, the two of my corners, I guess.
Okay. All right, here comes a couple of con saves.
Is Word of Radiance a cantrip?
It is, yep.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, the first one will fail the save. Did you already post damage or no?
Nope, there's damage.
All right, the first one will be killed by the radiant damage. The second one is not
Nice.
affected.
Okay. And I am assuming, because there is a wall here, that this one cannot hit me.
You would assume wrong. Well, just like your spell just
Okay.
affected her, she could reach her on an attack if she wanted.
Very fun then. I guess I got everything I needed then. I'll just end my turn there.
Alrighty, this one's turn. He is restrained, can't move, but he notices Caliban come back to consciousness. He is going to slash downwards at Caliban at advantage. Actually, no, he's restrained, so that will cancel out. This will be a straight up attack. 12 is going to miss. Okay, Caliban currently prone. What would you like to do?
Caliban, feeling the sword slash into the floor, he rolls over, uses half his movement to stand up, and not done with me so quickly. He's going to attack the guy who's restrained behind him here.
Oh, actually, sorry about that. He gets a save at the end of each turn. I got to always try to remember to do that. You said the save on that, Barnaby, was DC 13, right?
DC 13.
All right, sorry, Caliban. He is no longer restrained.
Okay, I still got a 13 to hit.
13 will still hit. 5 points of damage. Yes, you stab your blade right through him. He is slain.
And I will use the rest of my movement to start heading towards the guy who took me down. I think I can make it to there. Get away from Zach. And then my turn.
All right, Zach, your turn.
All right, I'll start by moving 5, 10 to here, and then I will cast Cloud Jaunt to move 30 feet, so 5, 10 to here.
Yeah.
And then I will cast Chromatic Orb at this guy.
That will
22?
miss. Oh, 22 for the advantage? Yes, that will hit.
Uh, 15 points of thunder damage.
All right, Thunder Orb will smack into him, wounding him.
Okay, and then I have 25 more feet of movement, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and end my turn over here.
All right, Glory, currently compelled to flee as far away from her as you can.
She broke concentration?
That spell is not concentration.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Do I get action or bonus action on this one?
So it says you must spend your turn. Let me just double check the exact wording. The target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest means available. So that means I would say that means to spend your entire turn.
Okay, would I be able to do that or no?
Yeah, I would say it's unreasonable to expect you to jump out the window or anything like that. So yeah, I think going there, that's reasonable.
Could I use extend rage or is that not? Does that make sense?
I'm gonna say no because you're compelled to try to just run as fast as you can. I don't think you have other thoughts in your head of like, oh, I got to extend my rage.
Okay, yeah, shouldn't make a difference, but okay, that ends my turn.
All right, we move to that one. She is slain, so we'll get rid of her. Alrighty, this guy's turn. He is going to loop around past you, Caliban. He's then going to attack you 3 times. The first one will miss. 22 will hit.
And can I shield that? Or is it
You can, but it'd set your AC to 22 and he'd still hit you.
He'd still hit me. Okay.
All right, he stabs into you for 10 points of damage. He is going to move away from you. You can opportunity attack if you wish.
Oh, yes.
All right, you slash out at him and he deflects your attack with his weapon.
Holy hell. All right.
She is still saying, no, everybody just calm down, calm down. You guys, I'm trying to tell you, it's okay, it's okay. All right, this one's turn. Yeah, gonna step away from you, Archgale. Do you have a weapon in hand?
I do not.
All right, step to here.
However, I will cast a spell.
Okay.
Since I am a warcaster. I'm gonna cast. Because when she moves away, she's still within 5 feet.
Correct.
And it won't. And then anything that requires range would still be at disadvantage, right?
If it's a
'Cause she's
ranged
so
spell
close.
attack and you don't have the feat that negates that, yes.
Okay. I guess I'll just go with a Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. All right, so that's dex save for her. All right, she will not make that save. Alrighty, so she takes some damage here. She is then going to reach out and try to grapple you, Grim. Make your choice of a strength or dex save.
Athletics with advantage.
No athletics. It's just a strength save.
Oh.
So I'll take that roll, but you don't get to add your benefits there. So I'm ignoring that. So you rolled a 9 and you add 5. So that's a total of 14. That is a success. She is unable to grapple you. All right, Barnaby.
All right. Seeing that this guy is likes to attack a whole bunch of times, I am going to go ahead and cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
And that's as a bonus action, I believe.
Yes.
All right, so that helps a little bit. My AC is now a 19, and I'm going to go ahead and attack him with my wonderful sword of instant killing whatever bad guy this is.
Sounds powerful. That will hit.
It is. Yes. And remember, if it is a shape changer.
He is not a shape changer. Okay, help me understand the damage here.
I know I do a plus 1d4, so I'm doing radiant damage normal. I don't know what the custom is. That was where you went in and fixed that, I guess. So I don't know what it's showing because that's the first time I've used it since we fixed it.
All right, one second.
Yeah. It should be 1d8 plus the normal, my charisma thing, and then I do an extra 1d8 with it. So.
Okay, so the blade itself deals an extra 1d6. So the base damage 1d8. The 1d6 makes sense. What do you mean you deal an extra 1d8? I think I missed that part.
No, maybe it's a 1d6. Sorry for the radiant damage. There's an extra radiant damage. I was thinking it was 1d8, but maybe it's 1d6. That sounds right. So it should be doing a 1d8, 1d6 plus my charisma modifier and plus 2 for dueling.
Okay, so I'm just going to ignore the 8, so that's going to be 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'll try. Your sheet just locked up on me as I tried to fix that, but I will take a peek at it in a moment.
Okay, sounds good. And Barnaby's going to be like, all right, now it's your turn to drop, and anyone can help me make him drop. That's great.
All right, on her turn, she can't stand up because she is currently restrained. So instead, she is going to cast a spell. And it looks very similar because it's the same spell she just cast a moment ago. Except this time, she is going to point at Grim and Barnaby. I'll need wisdom saves from both of you.
Just as a reminder, I have advantage on wisdom saves.
Okay. All right, Barnaby, you succeed. Grim, you do not.
Inspiration.
Okay.
Inspiration.
Sure, yeah, go ahead and burn that. You do not succeed. You are paralyzed, Grim. All right, sorry guys. Looks like my system Roll20 here is locking up. Doing a quick refresh. You'll be paralyzed, and then next up will be Runak. I'm going to give her a strength save as soon as my screen reloads to shake off the restraint. But other than that, Runak, it is your turn.
I
Okay.
paralyzed your computer, Adam.
Your computer failed its saving throw.
Spell reflect.
Well, I am going to try to attack her, so I don't know if that matters for.
It'll only really depend whether or not. Well, actually, it won't matter because she's still prone. So yeah, go ahead and attack her.
Okay.
I go, oh, we got a spellcaster over here. Everybody try to kill him immediately, I guess.
And then I will swing my sword down at.
That is going to miss.
Okay. If I miss, I can still hit her for some damage because of the great sword thing. So graze.
All right, and how much damage is that?
So that's going to be plus 4 damage.
Well, she still has to roll. Ah.
She
Ouch.
maintains concentration.
Okay. And that is the end of my turn.
All right, Grim, your turn ends. Wisdom saving throw.
Good
You are
try.
no longer paralyzed.
Nice.
Oh, she would have been dead.
Okay, Archgale.
Okay. 15. So let's go 5, 10, 15. Ooh, let's see. I. Oh, it doesn't look okay. I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead on this lady between this lady down south, down by Runak. Yep, that's the one.
Toll of the Dead. Okay.
Oh, yep, and I'll post that right there.
She's going to fail.
Wow. I'll
She
pay
will
for it.
Nice.
lose concentration, which doesn't matter anymore because Grim already succeeded on a save.
And then, guess we still got a bit of a fight ahead of us. I will cast, the word of healing word on, Caliban. I'll post that right now.
Thanks, Barnaby.
You're welcome. Help me.
It's me. I'm doing it.
Glory Hound.
Okay, and then I will end my turn. Oh, and 12 hit points is what I rolled. So 12.
Alrighty, Caliban.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Caliban always thinks it's Barnaby, but ever since he was brought back, that's the one. He's going to charge back to this guy who is actually being very frustrated by, and is just going to try to smash him. Now get away from Barnaby.
That will connect.
All right.
You slash into his arm, wounding him.
I'm going to action surge. I don't have that checked off. Did I do that already? I don't remember action surging already. Better trust the character sheet though.
That's what I would do because we're not doing the resource reporting anymore, so I can't look up and tell you.
Yep, no worries. I'll trust the character sheet. Have that checked off, so I will not. I will end my turn at that.
Alrighty. Zach.
All right, I'll start by moving 5, 10, 15 to cast at this one, Mind Sliver, which is a DC 15 intelligence saving throw.
She is not affected.
All right, damn it. And I will move back to where I was, so, or I guess all the way into the corner. I have the movement for that, and that'll be my turn.
All right, I'm going to move some dead bodies just to clear things up here so it's a little bit easier to see what's going on, but Glory, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to here and swing at this one. And I'm going to recklessly attack.
Okay. That will connect. She is wounded badly.
Move back to there. End my turn.
All right. So he is going to step up to here, and he's going to attack you, Caliban. $25 will hit.
Ooh. Yep. Can't do anything with that.
10 points of piercing. 23 will hit. For 7 points of piercing. 18 will hit.
I'll shield that one.
All right, go ahead and burn that slot. That will miss. All right, on Luna's turn, you're going to notice as she blinks her eyes a bit here. This is a bit of a judgment call, but suggestion says the suggested activity continue for the duration, but if the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends for the target upon completing it. The suggestion was to warn them that you guys weren't a threat. I gave you 5 turns of her doing that. I'm going to say she's completed that task now. She is going to move back. And she's going to grab at her side here, pulls out what looks to be kind of like a small piece of wood. You almost imagine like a really tiny bow. But as she pulls on it, you see that it actually grows a bowstring that looks like it is made of energy. And she's going to fire off a couple of shots. The first one is going to go for Caliban. And she's going to use a bonus action to aim at you, Caliban. This is going to allow her to fire at advantage against you. So that will be a 21. Your AC is currently 22.
That's right.
All right, so that will just barely miss. Then she's going to take a shot over at Barnaby.
Shield. Oh.
17 against Barnaby.
I'm at 19 right now.
All right, that will miss as well. She is going to step in, interact with object to close the door. All right, this guy's turn. He's going to attack Grim on the flank. That is going to miss. All right, Barnaby, your turn.
All right. Barnaby's going to go ahead and I am going to go ahead and move. So if this person does an attack, I'll let them attack me first.
All right, as you step away, he is indeed going to attack. 22.
That'll hit.
11 points of piercing damage.
I'm going to come over here and I'm going to attack this one here while she's prone. Try to see if we can get some extra damage on her.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm going to see what the damage does, and if it doesn't take her down, I'm going to use a smite.
All right, so that's going to be a total of 11 points of damage. She is not down.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and add a divine smite onto that.
Yeah, so it looks like you've got a custom effect, so that must be what it's coming from. So I'll get rid of that in just a moment. But yes, that is enough to kill her.
Yeah, I know nothing about. I don't know about the custom effect. So, cool. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and, well, I'll just stay there so I don't get another attack of opportunity.
Yeah, so just real quick, FYI, Bill, the Divine Smite Fiend or Undead effect on your sheet was turned on, so it was adding 1d8 to every single one of your rolls. I turned that off.
Oh, okay. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Thanks. Yeah, I'm not a real big fan of how they do that, but
It's
okay.
yeah, it's a little bit wonky. Okay, we are top of the next round, folks. Runok.
Okay, Runok is gonna run over here, swing his great sword at this one.
$11 will miss.
But he will continue moving forward. So
You get damage anyway, right? Oh, that's
yes,
right.
yeah.
Let's go there.
He grazes. He'll graze with the great sword to do 4.
She dies.
Here it open. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, sorry. And he will enter the room with her.
You were such a fan of ours. Where are you going?
All right, Grim.
She's mine. She imprisoned me. $25 to there, and then 30 to here. Yeah. Oh, he's smiling big. Revenge, sweet.
22 will hit. You notice as you hit her, she rolls with the punches, cutting your damage in half.
Great. Now I need a strength saving throw as I bash her to the ground.
Strength saving throw. All right, here it comes. She says no.
She's strong, Runok.
So are we.
One sec. How many times can I do the adrenaline rush? Okay. Yeah. Adrenaline rush, bonus action dash to here, and I get 2 temporary hit points, and I'll end my turn. Oh wait, no, I can't do it. Can't do it. I already did a bonus action. My bad. Turn's over.
All right, Archgale.
Okay, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15. So 5, 10, 15. And then I will cast Cure Wounds at the 2nd level. I will post that right now. Oops, that was not the right one. Here we go. All right, that's how much Caliban gets back.
That's a
Oh,
nice
neat.
heal.
Whew. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a big boy heal right there.
That's what I built this guy to do. All right, I am a knight of Krakova, so therefore I gotta do what I gotta do. All right, so he's still there. I moved 5, 10, 15. So I'm gonna go ahead and go 5, 10 to right there, and I will end my turn.
Okay, Caliban.
Thank you, Archgale. Never felt better. You
What about me?
surrender now, and he will take another swing.
He looks at you and says, "Ha ha ha! You're already dead!" As he deflects your attack again.
Out of my, I have my exhaustion level on, but I don't think it's. Oh, it is. It did deduct it. Never mind. It worked that time. It didn't work last time. And 18 is a deflection. I think I'm just going to pivot to here and end my turn.
Okay, Zach.
I'm going to cast Sorcerous Burst at this guy.
That'll hit.
And this will be psychic. I guess 1 point of psychic damage.
You think you hurt him. You're not quite sure.
Okay. And then I will run inside the room over here, and that'll be my turn.
All right, Glory.
Okay, I'm going to move up a little bit to here, flank. I'm going to rage and attack that guy.
So just really quick, Glory, flank only counts if you're within 5 feet.
Okay, I'll move closer.
All right, you got it. That'll hit. All
And it's
right,
my turn.
you slash into him and wound him. Alrighty, he is going to take a step to here, and he's going to say, Luna, report to them, let them know. And she will say, I'm on it. He is going to attack you, Caliban. You're his target right now. He's going to stab out. Missing on the first attack, the second attack, and the third attack.
Oh, I've got him figured out now.
Are on Luna's turn. She's going to take a bonus action to disengage. Interact with object to open the window. You see she looks back at you, Grim, and gives you this kind of a grin as she fires off an arrow from her energy bow. And you see it flies out the window. And as it does, you see she vanishes. Barnaby.
All right, I'm going to take the flank. And
That will definitely hit.
which means I'll be adding a smite to this in a second. So all right, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my divine smite.
You hit him for a walloping strike, but he is resolute and on his feet.
How are you doing that?
All right, Runok.
Okay, Runok runs to the window.
All right,
Can he see?
looking out the window, you can see her on the ground floor, quite a distance away from you. Let me get you an exact distance here. She is currently 80 feet away from you.
Okay. Can he climb out the window onto the roof?
He can, yeah.
Or all right, so I'm gonna do that, and then Eldritch Blast.
Sure, yeah, make your attack. That will connect. You notice she rolls with it, taking half damage.
Okay, and then which direction is it? Did she go?
You could think of her as being directly south of you.
Okay. Can I jump off the roof here down there? Or how tall up is it?
You're about 15 feet above the ground, maybe like 13 feet at this point. You can. You're going to have to give me an acrobatics check. If you succeed, you'll land on your feet, suffering some damage. But if you fail, you'll suffer more damage and be prone.
You know, I'm going to try it. Might as well. I don't have any spells to Misty Step, so. Let's see. Can I use my luck on this? Yeah, roll a d10 for a d20. So I'm going to spend a luck point on this one just so I don't fall prone.
Okay.
Hopefully, so I get advantage.
You said you get advantage from that?
From luck, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're using the lucky feat. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm going to say you're able to jump to like this cart and you'll actually take no damage.
Okay, cool. That is all my movement, but I am going to use my bonus action to second wind. And I get back to full.
Nice.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Grim.
Okay, so Adam, I could action dash, I could move, and I could bonus action adrenaline rush. So I can move 90. So I'm intending to chase after her, and I should be next to her.
Oh, that's very optimistic. Tell me how you're doing that.
Right. Well, she was next to me, so I'm going to move up to the window, do the same thing Runok did. So that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever it is to there, and then I can action dash, and then I can.
So hang on.
Dash.
Hang on. 20 feet gets you to there, and now you're jumping off the roof. So go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
So, and I'll use tactical mind if I need to.
I don't know what that is, but yeah, feel free to post that. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Can I do strength?
No, this is an acrobatics check.
Okay, gotta love it.
Okay, that will fail. So you're burning a use of second wind. Oh, I'm sorry. Rather than regaining hit points, you roll d10 and add the number. Okay, so just throw a d10. All right, so you will still fail. You will fall to here, taking 10 points of damage, and you are currently prone. So you've spent 30 feet to get there, currently prone. I'm assuming the next thing you're doing is standing up, right?
Yeah. So.
Okay. So that's going to cost you another. Your speed's 30.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you've spent 45 feet of movement, and you've got 45 left.
I have a dash and a bonus action dash.
So that's as far as you're going to be able to get, which you can't really see, but you're off the map by, and you're still away from her by 5, 10, 15, 20, about 25 feet.
Oh, great. This is where I die. So 25. All right, then there's nothing else I could do except end my turn.
All right, back inside the second floor of the inn, Archgale.
Do I hear this commotion of people jumping out of a window and landing, and especially a big old orc?
I mean, I think you hear commotion. I don't know if you hear him jumping out the window. It's hard to say. Throw me a perception check. Let's see how keen your ears are.
You don't hear me because I did it so well.
Yeah, you probably hear something like, "I totally got this."
Okay, perfect. That's all I'm going for. How far? So I assume this is a railing here, and then this is the lower level here.
That is correct. Yep.
And then there's a table. It looks like right below me. Would that help at all in anything if I wanted to jump over this railing?
It'd make the DC a little bit less, but it's still the same premise, right? Where you make an acrobatics check to try to jump down and not fall prone.
Oh. Honestly, let me check one quick thing. And that's an action. Okay. I guess I'm not going to do that. I'm going to jump over the railing. I'm going to risk it.
All right. Acrobatics check.
Okay.
That is a success. So you leap down from there, landing on the table. I'm going to move you over to the left side where you're on the first floor now.
Oh, okay. And then I'm going to move I assume that's 5 feet of movement I just did, essentially.
Well, count that as 10 going over the railing. I'm going to call that difficult terrain.
Okay, that's fine. So then 5, 10, free action, open door. So wait, 5, 15, 20.
All right, let me let you know what you can see really quickly. I'm
Okay.
going to move Runak and Grim and Luna over to the first floor map now. All right, so you see Runak there. You can see Grim here. We're a little bit off map, so try to theater of the mind a little bit. And then at the edge. So how I'm going to describe this is you're in a village. So there is, people moving about. There's houses, that sort of thing. But I would say down like kind of a alley, or not even an alley, just a waypoint between two homes. You can see Luna off in the distance. She is currently 70 feet away from you.
Oh, no. Okay. Dang it. I wish I was just a little closer. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and cast the spell. Hold on, let me find that spell. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at her at the 2nd level.
Okay.
Which did it not roll my? It did not. Okay, here's my attack roll.
That is going to be a fumble. Let's see that spell fumble. All right, no allies are near the target, so no issues there. It just kind of blows up spectacularly, not connecting with her.
Oh, that sucks. I end my turn.
All right, Caliban. All right, that is going to be a miss, Caliban. And if you're talking, we can't hear you right now.
Oh, whoops. I said, oh, shoot. My button wasn't working there. Yeah, he pivots around to block this guy's exit off and tries to give him a smack, but he's feeling a little lethargic from all the hit points that he has, all the wounds he has taken and all the healing he has taken. So that is all he will do.
Okay, Zach.
All right, so 5, 10 to get out of the room. Let's see. 15, 20, 25, 30 gets me there. And then I guess I wouldn't have known that she ran. So I will cast Dissonant Whispers at this guy.
All right, Dissonant Whispers. I believe that's Wisdom. Yep, all right, here it comes.
DC 16 because of innate sorcery.
He will succeed.
All right. So that
Go
was
ahead
my
and post
movement.
damage. I think it's still half damage, right? So go ahead and post damage. All right, he'll take 5 points of psychic.
Okay, and then I will use Cloud Jaunt to get closer to the window. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 will get me there, and I'll end my turn here.
Okay. Glory.
All right, I'll be attacking this one.
Yeah, that'll connect. You slash into him solidly, wounding him.
Wow. Okay, he's tougher than I thought. I'm going to pull arm strike.
That will also connect. as a glancing blow strikes him.
That ends my turn.
Do you not get your strength bonus on pole strike?
Oh wait, actually, I do want to move here. Uh,
Looks like it's just adding
No.
1d4 plus 2 rage.
no, you don't get the strength bonus. You just
Oh,
get
you
the
don't.
rage bonus.
Okay, my bad. I think that's a change I forgot about as well. Okay, he is going to action disengage, move to here, interact with the object, close the door. All right, going back out to the front of the building. So we're a little bit theater of the mind here, guys, but all I'm going to say this is she can move a lot faster than all of you. Grim, you might be able to keep up with her for one round, but she can move as far as you can. So she is going to basically move down this area, cutting off your line of sight. You're going to hear her shoot that bow once again and that sort of magical snap sound, which you know you heard last time when she teleported. And then you're going to lose sight of her. You can try to chase her and try to track her down if you wish, but she is currently out of your line of sight. Barnaby.
All right. I'm going to go interact with object.
All right, you don't see him in the room, but as you look down, you see him on the ground outside.
All right. And so now I had Vex, so I don't remember. I'm imagining Vex is like I only get the advantage with the weapon, but I don't know that for a fact, Adam.
Post it, but I would assume so. Yeah, I would think it'd be odd if it just applied to spells. That'd be like a real spell blade kind of build if it did.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and Eldritch Blast him anyway.
Okay, this will be at disadvantage. He's currently prone. That will hit.
I pushed damage. It didn't.
Try doing it on your sheet, or you might have to refresh. Every now and again, the buttons in the chat just like break, and you just have to refresh for them to work again. Alrighty. Dueling doesn't apply to that, but I will take 8 off him.
Okay, and then I'm going to go and move 1 to the side, and that'll end my turn.
Okay, Runok.
He's over here. He's over here.
You are out
She's
front.
right
You
away.
just saw what you saw. You saw her like get out of Grimm's vision, and she is long gone away from you, Runok. What would you like to do?
I got short legs. I'm not chasing. I go, oh, I guess she's gone. She got away.
Yeah, let's go back.
She's fast. And then he'll just go back in the main door.
All right. Obviously, as
Sorry
you step
about that,
inside,
folks.
you see everybody is panicked. The barkeep is behind there, and he is looking like dead fish white, clammed up. He's looking at you as though he could pass out at any moment. Everybody else in the room, the people eating, the people sitting there that were chatting previously, they're like doing that innocent whistle look as they look anywhere but you.
All right. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Grim.
All right, if I move 30 back towards the cart, this area.
25 gets you
Yeah.
back on the map. That's spending 25.
I heard people yelling. He's outside. I will bonus action dash for my second use of Adrenaline Rush. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I will action dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right, so Barnaby, just for your sake, I'm moving him to the first floor where he is. He hasn't actually moved, so he's still where you expect him to be.
Understood.
All right, Archgale.
Seeing Grim take off in a different direction, I will follow him. So I'm gonna go. Oop, that was not what I wanted to click. Okay. So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Please don't hurt me. I'm just a working man. No, please.
You don't worry. I'm a knight of Krakova. It's fine. And then I'll action dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now my turn.
All right, Caliban.
Caliban hears his buddy Barnaby call, so he's going to move towards the call. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Where'd he go?
Out the window.
30. See a big pile of dead bodies, but I don't see...
So are you trying to poke your head out the window and look down?
Exactly.
He's right below you on the ground.
He will point his sword towards him and use his last spell slot to fire a magic missile at him.
Okay. That will auto hit. Go ahead and post damage. Okay, yeah, so typically this is just posted once and you take the first damage, but if you prefer, I'll let you do that. If you want to do it that way, if that's how you like it, no worries for me.
That's just how the sheet did it, so I'm good with either.
All right,
that
let's
was
just
my
keep it how it is
second.
then. Yeah, that's easy enough. Yeah, because how it is in the rules, it's like all or nothing kind of thing. But yeah, 12 points of damage, that wallops him, but he's still alive.
The funny thing is it'd be the exact same thing, wouldn't it?
If you posted 4, 4, 8, 12, yes, it would.
I'll take that either way. Yeah, I just used the cast on the sheet, and it did that. So.
Okay, yep, no worries.
Yep. All good, and I will end my turn.
Okay, Zach.
All right, I'll start running back towards the group. So 5, 10, 15 to get there. 25, 30, 35. Yes, I will dash. And then 5, 10, 15, 20 to get here. 25, 30. And then
Oh, I left myself in a bad spot there. Sorry.
I don't know if he's still on the map and I'd be able to see him or not. But
what is it?
Turn here.
I'll say if there's something you're trying to do, like stick your head out the shutters, let me know and I can tell you if you see anything.
No, I'm just like if I would be able to see where he is, like for my next turn. But it's
Not from where you're at the moment. But I will say you notice both Caliban and Barnaby focusing on the shutters. They're looking that way. It seems pretty intent. He went out that way.
Got it. All right, I'll end my turn.
All right, Glory.
Okay. 15 feet here. 25 feet here. Bonus action. What is it called? Celestial Revelation.
All right, and I think you have to pick one there. Which one are you picking?
The radiant one where I sprout wings.
Okay.
He's down below.
Heavenly wings. 2 spectral wings sprout from your back, giving you a fly speed equal to your speed.
So what is your speed currently?
30. I used 20 of it already.
All right, so you have 10 feet left then.
Dash.
Okay. All right, so once you fly out, I'm going to put you over on the first floor version of this map. You are currently flying. I'm going to assume you flew up one more, Glory, just to make it a little bit easier. But he is directly below you. So right when you came out the window, you'd have been in this space, and I just put you there for ease of play.
Okay. I hover down 5 feet. Within 5 feet from him, but 5 feet off the ground, I guess. That
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
Yep, you're still flying, but you're within 5 feet of him.
That was my action and bonus action, and my rage goes away.
Okay. All right, he seems pretty clear that he's not going to be able to flee from a flying angel, so he is going to go out in a blaze of glory and just attack you. So he's going to pierce out 3 times. 14, 10, and 8. Oof, I think all 3 of those miss.
Actually, they do, yeah.
All right, he swings for his life, but it's not good. All right, guys, based on the time and the fact that he only has 8 HP left, I'm going to assume you guys kill him. Yeah, let's do that. That was a long battle.
Nice.
All right, guys.
Can we assume
Uh,
that Barnaby misses and I run around the corner and kill him? How about that?
I'll let you guys roll a high die for whoever got the killing blow.
Could I possibly do something before he is killed?
Sure, yeah, throw it out there. If there's something you're trying to do, we can see if it would make sense.
It's the tech thoughts. I wanted to probe his thoughts.
Okay, that's a wisdom saving throw, is that right?
Yeah.
His thoughts are that he's imagining your party members, but you notice the visuals of you guys is slightly different. Most of you are uglier than you actually are. It's like this is his vision of you, and most of you guys look just like weak and frail and just not what you really look like, but you're lying on altars as vampires drain you of blood.
Okay. And I was trying to sort of get a sense of where the blonde woman was running to warn, because he said warn the others or something like that.
Post the probe. I don't know if you get to pick exactly. I think it's just like what he's thinking about at the moment. But if it says something like you can direct or you can do something like that.
Well, it says you can, as a magic action in your next turn, you can. Here, I'll just post it. Oh, I guess it's targets reasoning, emotions, and something that looms large in its mind. So I guess not specific.
Yeah. So I think what I gave you is probably reasonable for what you'd get.
Okay. Sounds good.
Alrighty, folks, that was a long battle. That was the whole first part of our session for that battle. Hope you guys enjoyed that. But yeah, let's go ahead and pause, take our 15-minute break. We'll pick up on the other side and find the results of this battle, what you guys are going to do next.
Well, before we do, we adjudicated it. Grim runs around the corner and kills him.
All right, fair enough. You managed to
I
smash him in.
softened him up though first. Come on.
And just for fun, Grim, I'll move you up here so you can see how far away he actually was. But if you would have ran and dashed and action surge dash, you might have been able to get there. So, all right, folks, we'll see everybody back in 15.
See.
All righty, folks, we are back on the second half of our session here. Let's get the team back over to the inn where they've just finished a long and difficult battle. All right, team. So you guys are still here in the inn, kind of around this area. If the battle has occurred, feel free to move about as you wish. Let me know what it is that you're trying to do. Keep in mind, one person did flee, and you've heard that they were told to go let them know or warn them. So you might be on a bit of a time crunch here. But yeah, let me know what you guys are doing.
Hey, Glory, you want his spear or what? We should grab it at least.
I'll take a look at it.
Similarly, Caliban will start searching the bodies inside here, which are pretty deep.
Okay, yeah, Caliban going through me an investigation check. Glory, it looks like a regular spear. Zach.
Yeah, I want to like knock on this door and be like, "Hey, are you in there? They're gone now."
You hear no response.
Try to open the door.
Feel free to give it a try.
Seems locked.
It does indeed appear to be locked. Caliban, all right, you search these bodies looking for anything of interest. What is the D10?
I'll burn. We were just talking about that, guys. I'll burn a tactical mine to add a 7 to it.
All right, I won't make you spend that because there's not necessarily a fail on this one. Nothing like hidden that you could find with an extra high value or not. But as far, yeah, they definitely have equipment. As far as anything aside from equipment, you will notice that the woman that you're closest to here, the purple ring around her, she has a small pouch that contains 3 gemstones, all look to be blood red.
I'd like to search through the dead bodies' pockets here with Glory.
Archgale.
I'm going to slide over 5 gold coins to the bartender, and I'll say, I am deeply sorry. We are leaving. I hope this can quell some of your thoughts.
He is very much clammed up, but he manages to get out the slightest of nods. Grim, you said you're searching that body with Glory. On him in particular, he had the spear, which it just looks like a regular spear, nice quality, but nothing fancy or special that you can detect. He also has a shield, and he is wearing
Plate armor.
not plate armor, unfortunately. He is wearing studded leather armor.
No, we got to be in a hurry. I'm not taking that. Grab the spear, though. You got a Glory on your sheet?
Yep, got it.
All right. I think we're no longer incognito, buddy. Let's get back to the front and maybe see what the plans are.
Caliban would like to go in the room here, though, and take a look around desktops, or if there's any papers or notes.
Sure. Throw me an investigation check there as well, Caliban. This will take you about a minute as you search around this room.
Hey guys, sorry for running late and everything, family stuff, but I will go ahead and use my last spell slot for Detect Magic.
Okay. Okay, I'll take that first roll there, Caliban. You're searching around. It looks like mostly that they haven't been here very long. You're noticing like some clothes and odds and ends set in one spot, but it doesn't look like this room's been overly used. You get the impression of people who have gotten here maybe only have been here for a short period of time and haven't even had a chance to settle in.
Nothing of value then.
Other than clothes, if you're interested in like adventurers' clothes type stuff, other than that, you don't see anything of value.
Nothing to lead us to know what they're doing. We should probably go.
Do we want to search these people here? The magic people, especially?
Don't-
I did.
If you're running Detect Magic, go into the room where they were talking. Just look all around there, Barnaby.
We did.
Who said that? I can't hear you. Who said I was already in that room?
I checked these bodies. There was nothing but some strange stones. I'll show them to you when we're at camp.
Okay.
We should definitely get moving. We don't want any more following after us.
And as we group up, maybe Barnaby could see if that spear is pings as Detect Magic.
All right, so am I hearing you guys are trying to beat a quick retreat out of here?
We
Yeah, so
searched the room they were in, right?
We did. Yep.
Okay.
And Barnaby walked through Detect Magic on other rooms.
Not all the rooms, but the
No, I didn't
rooms
know.
they were in.
Okay, did we get the girl? Or did we at least open that door?
We tried to, and there was no response, so I was going to come down to the bartender and ask him about it.
I'm going to bash it in.
All right, feel free to move yourself back up there. And once you do so, I'll ask you to make an athletics check. Zach, you're approaching the bartender and you're asking him who's in that room?
Yes.
You notice again, he is very much clammed up here, and he says, you better be going. They'll be coming to investigate at any moment.
Yeah, we'll be leaving, but you were hiding somebody. Why? We might be able to protect them.
No, I don't know. People come and sometimes they rent rooms. That's just part of it. You smack your shoulder into the door, Grim, but it does not give.
Tactical Mind.
Burning a second wind to roll a d10. It
Oh
does
my
not.
god.
No, that door is pretty solid.
No, it's not.
We have to get in this door, Barnaby, before we leave. Find a way.
Excuse me, miss, are you in there? It's safe to come out.
Glory, can you just fly up to the window and open it from the other side?
Yeah, Glory, use your wings. Get through the window.
How long do the wings last?
A minute, I believe.
All right, that's already passed, unfortunately, because it was a minute to search the big room.
Glory, get up here. We need to get this girl out of this room. That's why we came up here. Where are you at? Please, please, please.
I'll move up to
Right.
the upper floor.
I can blast it open if you want me to, but that may scare her.
Well, either. Glory, give it a shot.
How do I get up there?
That's not the way. That's the kitchen.
So
You have to go up
I
the
imagine
stairs to
this
the
is
left.
very likely real. What's happening? Like in the chaos, it's like, oh my god, we gotta get out of here. Which way do I go?
Caliban's gonna ask the innkeep, food. You must have a stew or a pot or something we can take with us, and we'll pay you, of course.
You see, he looks towards you, his hands shaking as it kind of like rattles on the table. Yes. Follow me.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Break open this door. The girl's in there. The girl's in that room.
Okay, I'll chop at the door.
Make an attack roll with your halberd. The innkeeper is looking at you, Caliban and Zach, and he says, take whatever you want. You notice that this is the kitchen area. You can see there's like bread. There's some potatoes on the side. There's a bag of apples. You can see that there's a cuts of meat. There is a pot over the fireplace here. You can see that it has some what looks to be soup in it, and it kind of looks like it's early though. It's not like totally done. You're basically seeing water with like floating vegetables and some chunks of meat, but it's not like simmered. It doesn't smell all that great yet.
Here for the damages in the food, and I'll give him 5 gold.
Like the coins like drop out of his hand as it's shaking so bad from nervousness, but thank you. And you see he kneels down trying to pick them up.
I'll do the same. I'll hand him 5 gold coins and take like bread and cheese, anything that could just be grabbed and leave with. It doesn't really require any like containers.
Sure. Yep. There's plenty of that here, guys. So what I would say is turn this into like days rations to make it easier. Whatever many days rations you want to take, he's not arguing.
Imagine Caliban with oven mitts. Luckily, he's a tiefling because hot things. He'll try to carry the hot pot of soup out. God, hot.
All right, fair enough.
How did Glory do?
Hit into the door doesn't seem to damage it much at all.
Bash it. I'll help you.
Do you want me to blast it with Eldritch Blast?
Whatever. We need it in this room. Blast it.
What? Okay, let's do it. Hurry.
All right, the Eldritch Blast
Thank you
smashes
so
into the
much.
door. Go ahead and post damage there, Barnaby.
A crit.
Good.
Sorry, just trying to panic here.
Yeah, we're panicking. We need a grabber.
Post a couple of damages for me, Barnaby.
Sorry, yeah, it's not posting. Hold on.
All right, you notice on both of those blasts, it doesn't damage the door at all.
Wow. Okay.
What are we doing? We gotta go.
The girl is up here.
Well, maybe she doesn't want us to help.
But the girl was their captive. I was their captive. This is a prisoner like me. She needs to be set free.
I'll just call out again. Miss, we're here to help you. We'll leave you alone. We just want to let you know we took care of them. We'll be leaving.
Caliban. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Zach. But Caliban, Runak, and Archgale, you can hear some commotion coming from a distance away. You hear the sound of like marching, perhaps. Zach, you say that at the door, but you hear no response.
All right, we gotta go.
We have company approaching.
All right, I'll run out. Damn it.
Yeah, Caliban will use his thaumaturgy to make his voice loud. We gotta go. People are coming. And this stew is hot.
All right, so it sounds like you guys are trying to beat a quick retreat and get out of here. I'm going to ask you for a Constitution saving throw and also a stealth check from each of you. Grim, did you just go back up the stairs and then jump out the window?
I'm trying to. I can't find the stair. I can't go down.
The stairs are just to your left.
How do I get out of this place?
Glory's down, so I can't move. But anyway, I'm down there.
So Caliban, Zach, Archgale.
Let me burn another tactical wind. Last one.
That doesn't apply to saving throws, right?
No, it doesn't.
Grim and Runok, you guys are hustling as best you can to get out of here. You're moving, but you're really, like, after this battle and after all this exertion, it is really getting to you.
And I guess I'll use it for the stealth.
Okay.
There we go.
And do you have
And Adam,
disadvantage on this, Grim?
Heavy armor, yep.
All right, so 11 won't succeed.
I'm not sure. Did the 15 succeed for stealth?
It does, unless you have disadvantage because of heavy armor. Oh, you double 15, so you're all set. Yep, you're good.
Yep.
Okay.
Adam, I haven't pushed any buttons yet. I was waiting because there's so much buttons pushing that I want to just kind of pause and give you time to be able to look at.
Sure.
That. So I'm
Yep.
gonna go ahead and push mine.
Yep. Go ahead. Yeah, I was doing tally, so yep, good. Okay. So it's going to be easier to tell for me to tell you who didn't fail this. So everybody is going to take a level of exhaustion. Glory, you will not. The rest of you. Yes, the rest of you are going to take a level of exhaustion from this as you're trying to like move as fast as you can to not get affected by this. You guys have succeeded on the stealth check, so you're not detected, but everybody except for Glory, please add 1 level of exhaustion. All right, I'm assuming you guys get out of this inn and this inn into the village. You're beating a retreat as fast as away from the area of what it seems to be approaching people. And I'm going to put you guys back out on the map. As a reminder, you guys got here with the intent of saying, hey, this has been a lot of traveling on the road. Wouldn't it be nice if we could actually sleep in an actual inn tonight and have some decent food? Well, that plan, unfortunately, is shot because now you've traveled most of the day. You then went in, had a battle, and it is late, and you're tired, but you realize it's not a safe spot where you're at now.
We gotta keep moving.
We should make more quiet next time, too, even if we find somebody we want to fight. We just shouldn't even mess with them.
Who was that lady? You guys said you recognized her.
She was part of the group that imprisoned me.
Cultist lady.
Yeah, there was a cult back in where we first started.
It's the god Morena, right?
Yes.
She seemed nice for a while. She didn't want to attack us for a while, and then all of a sudden she just ran.
Yeah, I had her under a spell.
Oh, I was in the side room. Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, I can cast those spells without people sensing them, so nobody knew.
Who do you think they were notifying? And it sounded like marching. Is there guards in the city, I guess?
More cultists, probably.
I have to ask
Well,
her.
we're fucked. That's the bottom line. We need to get out some distance, get a long rest, and I guess we're staying off the roads. Dang it.
We got a little bit of food. At least it's not rations. It's kind of fresh. I don't think we're going to be seeing a soft bed anytime soon.
Yeah, probably not.
We might not be seeing our heads anytime soon.
We've got a long ways to go. We're barely halfway there.
That's only to Wallenberg, too. We're not even halfway to where we actually need to go.
You're right.
Or maybe a quarter of the way.
Well, there's no reason for us to continue with this poor attitude. Let's just start getting our way going. Let's get getting.
Do we revisit the idea of maybe taking the river? The road might be dangerous now. They're looking for us.
We still don't have a boat.
Yeah, we can't take the. We had to go to the village to get a boat. We just gotta. I say we cross X. As the crow flies, do some survival checks. See if we keep us on course.
If we're gonna do that, we might as well just walk straight to Yarlsberg.
I say we just keep going until we see trouble. Who knows how fast their communications are?
Maybe we could try to throw some robes over our armor and stuff, and try to not look like we do.
I mean, we haven't lost any time here, really. We just keep going.
But it's late at night, right, Adam? Right now.
It is, yeah. It's probably about 7 p.m. and you guys traveled a full day's travel, and then you just fought. You're tired, but you're pretty close to the village right now. So give me an idea. How far are you trying to get away?
Hundreds of yards. I mean, into one of those hexes.
Yeah, at least a few miles away.
So let's do this in
Another
increments.
3 hours.
Thank you very much, Gloria. I was just going to say, let's do this in increments of hours. So we have a proposal for 3.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
3's good, and then trying to find somewhere that has some cover.
Alrighty. So, you guys are going to try to push on even though you're quite tired. So this is what's going to be called a forced march. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the exact rules for that. But I believe this is going to involve some Constitution saving throws. So keep in mind, if you have already suffered exhaustion and you've turned that on, that will of course apply to these.
This is getting bad really fast. Grim may be carrying Caliban very soon.
Okay, so yes, go ahead and... Actually, I'm just going to pull this up in another venue because the Roll20 is loading super slow for me. Oh, maybe it's not called Forced March anymore.
I think in 2024, you just automatically pass it if you have a party member of more than 6 people.
That sounds made up.
Before we go, can I take a minute to do a little an esoteric rite?
No, I don't know, but those cultists kidnapped that girl at Zobak. I mean, that was the whole point that we even got into this crap, and they kidnapped another girl.
Well, we're kind of in their lair now. We're going to see a lot more of the horrors that they actually do to these people.
I can't wait to attack twice.
Wait, there's gonna be horrors?
Horrors?
Oh. They're both scary to me.
Alright, this should not be this difficult to find, but just throw me Constitution saving throws. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to be called for here.
Can I spend a luck point?
If you're allowed to do that on saving throws, sure.
Yeah, it's a... When you roll a d20 for a d20 test, that's what it just says. So I don't know. That includes saving throws, right?
I think the new rule is a test is any roll of a d20.
Okay.
Yeah, can I use my inspiration for this?
Sure can. All right, so let's see. I'm doing a quick double check. Grim, looks like you failed, correct? So you would take another level of exhaustion. Glory, you failed, level of exhaustion. Runak, level of exhaustion. And then Zach, yeah, unfortunately, your reroll, also level of exhaustion.
Oh, I should have an advantage on it because I spent a luck point. So it should be
luck.
20.
Then you succeeded. Ignore that. Okay, so you got that's for the first hour. So you're marching an additional hour. You guys are just absolutely worn down. This is, not you've really put yourself through the ringer today, or you could say the enemies put you through the ringer, perhaps. But yeah, you guys have traveled for an hour. You're seeing where your exhaustion's at. Obviously, your speed is slowing down as you're exhausted. Every level, you're losing 5 feet of movement. Are you guys wanting to push on for another hour?
I can't. I'm sorry,
Probably
guys.
not. Yeah, we probably shouldn't.
Yeah, let's not. I don't think it's. I mean, obviously the risk is big, but then again, the risk is bigger, I think. So
It's big either way.
All right. Let's camp.
All right, so this is one of those big time rolls. So what I'm going to say is you've got to make a group skill check. At least half of you have to succeed on this. You can choose to use either survival or stealth to essentially be hiding your position of where you are. If half or more of you succeed, you are not discovered. You're only about an hour away from the village, and you are being, chased, you could say. Not that they had great line of sight on you, but they may be able to find you. So half or more succeed. The DC of this is 10.
What are we rolling? Stealth?
Your choice of survival or stealth.
ouch. Ouch.
All right, there are 7 of you, so I just need, 4 of you to succeed. So let's see, we got one failure from. So we got failure, success, failure, success. Glory posted that. Did I see a check from Glory yet? Okay, that's a success. So I think I see 3 successes and 4 failures, correct?
Sorry, the
I
DC
failed.
was 10, right?
DC is 10.
Does anyone have this is an ability check, so if you're, I don't know, maybe you could use tactical mind or use an inspiration.
I don't have either of those left.
Okay, so with that in mind, you guys have found a spot to try to camp, to try to do what you can to avoid being detected, but you are just so exhausted that it is very, very challenging. So you're starting to do this camp out. You're off at, maybe say 40, 50 feet from the road as you're kind of getting things ready, putting your tents up. You maybe have been there for an hour, little more than an hour. If you wish to short rest here, you can do that.
Yep.
All right, feel free to spend a short rest and burn whatever hit dice or anything else that you're doing for your short rest.
How do you do the hit die?
It's little check boxes on the short rest, like underneath it. You click the number of D whatevers you want to roll.
Oh shit, I didn't do that. I just hit.
Yeah, the UI is wonky for it. It used to be, I think, a little better.
Then I'll roll dice for my hit points. 8. 11. Okay, that fills me.
Is there a chance or another dice you have to roll for a short rest to lose a level of exhaustion?
You can make
Am
a
I
DC.
remembering that?
Yes, if you've taken exhaustion from dropping to the ground from combat, you can make a DC 10 con save to drop one of those levels.
Oh, that will apply to Caliban.
And then I don't know if you saw that, Adam, but I have a thing where if I short rest, I can reduce my exhaustion level by 1 if I have ingested 1 pound of raw meat, which I'm eating raw meat every day.
Works for me.
I'm sorry, I just missed. I totally missed that. I can drop an exhaustion level of how?
So Caliban, for you got dropped to 0 HP as part of combat. So it's a house rule that you take exhaustion in that scenario. So as part of the house rule to sort of offset that, anytime you take a short rest, you can make a DC 10 con save to drop one of those levels of exhaustion.
That was I was not familiar with. All right, let's. Come on, we need to do this. Yeah. Yay, that helps.
Hey, Adam, in regards to Smite for Paladin, I forgot that they get 1 free Smite. Can I go ahead and give myself my spell slot back because I would have used the free Smite instead?
Yep, yeah, that works. All right, so is everybody good with their short rest?
Yes.
Okay, so after about an hour and 30 minutes or so, as you guys are there on the, like I said, about 40, 50 feet off the side of the road, you can hear the sound of movement in the night, and you can see off in a little bit of a distance, there is a group coming this direction. They are clearly going to spot you, and they're almost on top of you once you realize they're there.
Shield on.
I'm going to do armor bag at this.
How many turns do we have?
I would say they're probably about 100 feet away from you. So say you've got 2 turns to do what you want.
Yeah, I'll put my shield on.
I'm going to take out a cultist robe and put it on.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Were we unarmored? Do we have a chance to put armor on, or is it just equipping a shield?
So I would say at this point you have only taken a short rest. Use your judgment. If you think you went to sleep immediately, then I'm assuming your armor's off. If you typically think your character would kind of unwind for a bit and then start the rest, you could say, oh, maybe I was on watch. I'll be reasonably generous with that. Just, kind of decide for yourself.
I'm also going to put cultist robes on.
Damn it! You better make a good persuasion roll. I'll put a robe on and I'll take off my shield. Then, dang it.
I mean, I'll do the disguise self to have myself have cultist robes on and make my face look a little different, but I have a feeling they're going to know it's us.
And we have masks, and I put my mask on too.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Are you talking about the mask, the gothic mask from down below?
Well, I grabbed masks from we have it in our bag of holding, robes and masks. Is that right?
So
I believe so.
Yeah, I guess what I'm just trying to confirm, there were gothic masks that you found in the Temple of Marina, right? That most people down there were wearing. Are you putting on one of the gothic masks? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about the masks that we found by the robes that were in Zorbek. I don't know what I didn't really pay that much attention. I just thought they were cultist masks, so I put them in my sheet as cultist masks. But now it's at 0 because I put them in the bag of holding. So whatever's in the bag of holding.
All right, fair enough. I'm going to assume those are the gothic masks. So those are essentially like party masks.
Oh, well then never mind. They're going to recognize us. I'll keep the robes on though.
All right. So as you guys, obviously this is...
I'm going to try to find a good place to hide.
Okay. Throw me a stealth check, Larry. Okay. Just using
It'd
some...
be 16 with the cloak.
Okay, just using some judgment here as far as where you would go. So as you guys are starting to like dig into your bag of holding or starting to shift things around, you're going to notice Glory kind of like runs a little ways off to get to cover. Anybody else doing anything within these 2 turns that you haven't already discussed?
Would we still have time to do that as well? To try to hide if we put on a robe or no?
That I would say putting on a robe would be like one of your actions, so you'd have like one more turn worth of what you want to do.
Okay, then I would try the same thing and try to hide somewhere.
All right, so throw me a stealth check. All right, Grim, you're like, you know what? This small rock here will probably block vision, and you get behind that. Zach, I'll go behind this ledge. So again, this is all chaos as these people are coming. You guys don't really have a chance to like discuss. So you're kind of like scattering is how I imagine this. All right, so Barnaby, you cast Blade Ward. Go ahead and post that so I can see if that has a verbal component.
It does.
All right, so your words echo out through the quiet of the night, and I will say that you notice movement very quickly now coming right towards you.
I dodge, take dodge action.
So we're not in combat
take the
yet, so you
dodge.
cannot dodge, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and get you guys over to this map. This is going to be kind of a little bit impromptu. I thought I saw 3 stealth checks there, so I'm going to have you guys where you're at, and we'll go from there. All right, so these folks are coming down from the north, coming down in your direction. Most of you guys were kind of gathered here in the center, right? And then once you saw them coming, some of you guys scattered, trying to find places to hide, going somewhere that would give you a little bit of cover, that sort of thing. I'm going to go ahead and put us into initiative order as you notice this group of what looks to be armed soldiers coming right your way.
I don't suppose you have a tent icon, do you?
Yeah, I can throw a tent on there. I think I saw you posted something about tent. Let me just snag the tent from the other map because that'll be a little easier. All right, let's just go ahead and post that here. And then Caliban, you posted that you were in the tent. Is that right?
Yeah, he was pretty tired, so I'm assuming he would have gone in there to try to sleep as quickly as possible. So when this commotion goes off, he will attempt to put his armor back on quietly in the tent. Want me to do a stealth for that?
No, we're good for now. We'll go in initiative order. So initiative has started. Let's see. Graham, you re-rolled. Okay. Our alert person, do you want to offer to switch?
No.
All right. Let me make sure everything's sorted properly. Okay, Archgill, you're the quickest to react as you notice this, best you would say, is like a squadron of soldiers coming down.
Okay. I am going to. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna get myself killed. I'm gonna go ahead and cast guidance on myself for persuasion.
Okay, go ahead and post
And-
guidance.
Yeah.
So again, keep in mind it's late. It's kind of dark out here. Those of you guys that don't have dark vision, you should be seeing like a pale darkness at this moment. Think of this as being a little bit of moonlight. Okay, so you cast a spell with the verbal components, motioning with your hands. You'll definitely hear a response from the soldiers as they are marching your way quickly.
Okay, and then I'm going to move. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to try and do my best persuasion that I am a cultist, wearing my cultist robes. And I'm going to say, and I'll put on a funny voice too. So I'll go, what are you doing here?
This sounds more like deception to me.
These are not the droids
suppose,
you're looking
yeah.
for.
Are you agreeing that it's deception?
Yes, it probably. Yeah, actually, it probably is. If that's the case, can I undo that? I'd rather deception. I don't play charismatic characters. I don't know what these skills are.
What is it you're asking to undo?
Instead of guidance on persuasion, can I guidance on deception?
Sure, yeah, we can assume you've done that.
Okay. And then I will tell them, what are you doing here?
All right, go ahead and throw me a deception check. I will say, as you're looking at them, they look very adamant. They're very like on point, and you're saying it doesn't seem like they're necessarily even listening to you. But go ahead and throw a deception check.
And then here's a D4.
Go ahead and post your deception check a second time.
Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead and throw your D4. All right, so when you say, what are you doing here? And you're kind of like trying to affect this voice, I will say you notice no change in their behavior, which seems to be moving quickly towards you.
Okay, and then I'll just say... I'll say, have you captured those fugitives yet?
You hear no immediate response.
I assume that's probably... Is that a whole action for my turn?
To use the deception check, yes.
Ah, okay. Then I guess it is the end of my turn. I'm not going to make any aggressive movements towards them.
All right, as the platoon of soldiers marches forth, this one acts first. He is going to rush forward, drawing his long sword as he does, and he says, "Don't resist or we'll kill you all." And he is then going to attack you.
Oh, heck, I didn't even resist.
He slashes out at you with an 18, which is going to connect.
I'm gonna shield.
All right, go ahead and post shield. This one is going to go up to here. Noticing that you now have this arcane barrier around you, he is going to attempt to push you to prone. Give me an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice. You fail, he knocks you prone. I'll set that in just a moment as I'm having to refresh roll 20 once again. Barnaby, you'll be up next.
I think I got the condition. Oh, let me see. I set it on the sheet, but I don't know if it applied. Let me try it. Let me add the little icon.
Yeah, the button at the top should be working, but like I say, it keeps freezing for me. So yeah, I got you there. All right, that was that one's turn. Barnaby.
All right. I'm going to move 1, 2, and I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm going to change this here to bless. So I'm going to go ahead and cast bless, and I'm going to go ahead and cast it on 1, 2, and myself 3.
Okay, so Runak, Zach, and yourself.
Correct. And I'll end my turn here.
Alrighty, this guy's turn. He's going to make his way down to here. He's then going to attack you at advantage, Archgale. $18 is not going to hit because you're currently shielded. This guy's going to get to here, attack you on a flank plus advantage. So that'll be 20. Your AC is currently 22, so that will miss.
Yep.
This guy's going to rush down, do the same. That'll hit with a 24 for 4 points of slashing damage. See, this guy's going to make his way down. He's going to shoot with a crossbow at Runak. 12 will miss.
Yep.
This guy's going to run down to here, attack Archgale. That will miss. This guy will make his way over to here. He's going to fire a shot at Barnaby. That will miss. Okay, Grim, you're currently hiding behind this little rock. Seems like no one spotted you so far.
Oh my god. This how we ended, huh, boys? Hmm.
He's only a priest, third time a dozen. Just kidding.
Oh, shit. If we surrender, that'll be the end of the campaign, too. Well, it was fun gaming with you guys. Glaze of Glory.
They're just foot soldiers. We can kill them all.
Did you say Glaze of Glory?
10, maybe 5, 10, 15, 20.
He's a Nork. He's not used to these human slangs. So.
Okay. Let's go. To the one that's of Archie there.
Okay. That will
Oh
miss.
my god. Yeah, I'm level 2 exhaustion, guys. And then I will end my turn. Oh wait. What was that?
All right, this guy's going to make his way down. He's going to fire a bolt at Grim. 22, that will connect for 3 points of piercing damage. This guy's going to march up, slash out with his long sword. That will miss Archie on the ground there. This guy's going to fire a shot at Grim. That will miss. This guy's also going to shoot a bolt at Grim. That will miss. Same with this guy. 17 on Grim. That will miss. Okay, Glory, you are well hidden.
Okay. "30 feet to here. I'm going to throw a spear at this guy, but it'll be at disadvantage.
Okay. That is going to miss.
I'm going to do rage. That'll end my turn.
Alrighty, this guy's turn. He's going to make his way to here. Take a bolt shot at Grim. 15 will miss. Runak.
Nice. All right, Runak doesn't like that they're hurting Archie. I'm coming. He's going to rush up. And he's going to cast Hex on this one.
I'm sorry, was that the one just to your north?
Yeah, just to the north.
Okay. And what stat are you hexing?
I'll do strength.
Okay.
And then he's going to swing a sword.
That will connect.
Okay, so
All right,
and that's the next him.
with the hex will slay that one.
And Runuk yells out,
You always want to go the hard way, don't ya?
Alrighty, next guy up. He's going to march down to here. Zach.
Okay, bonus action innate sorcery, and then 5. Okay, I can see people now. I'm gonna take a shot at this guy with sorcerer's burst. 17.
I'm sorry, can you ping which one you just attacked again?
That guy.
Okay. 17 will connect.
Oops, sorry, wrong button. 1 point psychic damage.
All right, he does seem wounded.
All right, and then I will run back over here, and then my turn.
Okay, and rounding out the round here, Caliban.
Adam, I want to be fair. I took the time, the two turns there, to try to start putting armor back on. Safe to say that I got my armor on, but not shield. Does that seem fair?
So unfortunately, putting armor on, you have heavy armor, right?
I do. Yep.
Yeah, that takes like 10 minutes to equip. So unfortunately, in 6-second rounds, I would say you notice pretty quickly you're not going to be able to equip your armor. If you want to use that action to equip a shield instead, I'd say you could easily swap to that.
Swap to that. Okay, so that would put me. What's going on with my armor class?
Yeah, heavy armor is 10 minutes to don.
Okay. I can't figure out what's going on with my armor class. What should that be? Should
We can manually adjust on the fly, but shield would be 2, and then whatever your dex is.
Then the dex gives me 0. So
So
it should be
12 AC right now, correct?
Okay. All right. So he will move out of the tent and fire a shot at this same one that Zach just tried to hit with his crossbow.
Okay, the same one Zach shot some magic at, sure.
Can you tell which one it is, though?
He looks really slightly hurt. That bolt will miss.
Will miss. All right. I will end my turn.
All right, top of the round, Archgale currently prone. What would you like to do?
Spend half my movement, stand up. And then I'm going to reach into my bag and remove the patch that was given to me, the patch of Krakova. Or let me ask you this first. These are all like humans, right? Obviously.
On first glance, they certainly seem to be human, yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna raise the patch high up into the air and say, I am a knight of Krakova. Please stop attacking us. Let us go. I'm here to help you.
You notice they kind of start chuckling as they're still engaging you in combat. You're pretty certain these are not Krakovan soldiers.
Oh. Okay. That's probably an action.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that as like a persuade kind of thing.
Okay. I will use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
Okay. I'll end my turn.
All right, this one here is going to look at you and say, Die, Knight of Krakova, as he raises his blade in the air, and you're going to notice a red tinge suddenly begins circling around this area. This one here is going to attack you. And as he does so, you're going to notice some of that redness seems to connect with the blade. 14 is going to miss you. Barnaby.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and stand there, and I'm going to say, "May the vines of the good gods attack you!" And Adam, I'm going to go ahead and use my channel divinity. All of them need to make a strength saving throw of 13 for the vines of faith, I'll call them, for right now.
All right, I'm seeing 8 in area of effect. Here we go. All right, it was 13, right?
Correct.
All right, the affected ones, I will set those as restrained.
Hey, it's something, right? Okay, that'll end my turn.
That's great. We can at least move out of range of some of them.
One thing I want to find out is if is Shield of Faith. Yep, never mind. It is right.
Yeah, so your bless is gone, right? Because you Shield of Faith?
No, I Shield of Faith, then I turned Blessed to turn that off. But it was Ward or whatever. It was Blade Ward I did. So basically, I used Blade Ward for no reason because I changed it to Bless. So
Okay, so bless is
I'm
the
good.
only one you're concentrating on.
Correct. Yep.
All right,
Did
fair
I
enough.
lose voice?
I just heard you there.
Nope.
All right, this one is going to attack Archie on the flank. That'll be a 15, which will miss. All right, this guy is toast, so get rid of him. Also going to attack Archie on the flank. 16.
Miss.
Oh, 17 AC. Okay, see you there.
And I have Shield of Faith, so it'll be 19.
Okay. All right, this guy is going to take a shot at Grim. This will be at disadvantage. That will miss. He is no longer restrained. This one is going to attack Archie on the flank. 20.
That'll hit.
Okay, that connects. And that will be 7 points of damage. Alrighty, this one's turn. He's going to move to here. He is going to take a shot at Runak. That will miss. All right, Grim.
So those guns mean that they're archers, I guess.
Yes.
I'm gonna attack the restrained one, so I guess that's with advantage if I remember.
It is, yes. Let's see, the restrained one to your east, a 17 will connect. He is dropped as well.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, and I will move there.
Can you tell me how you got there?
Oh yeah, I use 2 opportunity attacks.
2 opportunity attacks. All right, here they come. And then both goes are not restrained.
Correct.
All right, those 2 will miss. All righty, this guy's turn. He's going to fire at Grim. Critically hitting Grim. All right, twice 20 damage dice for the next minute. Creature takes 1 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. Putting a bleeding Putting a bleeding 1 on you there for us to remember that. Here comes the damage. That'll be 9 points of piercing. Alright, this one's turn. He's going to attack Archie at disadvantage. 7 will miss. Still restrained. This one will come down here, take a shot at Barnaby. 15 is going to miss.
Miss.
This one's going to come down here, shoot at Barnaby. Miss. This one will shoot at Barnaby as well. That'll miss. And Glory.
Okay. I'm gonna move 15 feet here and attack this guy right here. Recklessly.
Yes, that'll hit. That will wound him badly.
I'm gonna do a polearm strike.
That will miss.
End my turn.
Alrighty, this one's turn. He's going to take a shot at Barnaby. 18 on Barnaby.
18 will hit.
That'll be 5 points piercing damage on Barnaby.
Okay, Runak, his bonus action is going to move the hex to this one. He's going to step on the head of the dead body and swing.
Just
Hey,
real
Adam,
quick,
just
Barnaby, did you take the
yeah.
-5?
I was just saying I'm trying to take the -5, but it's not accepting it, so I'm going to refresh in just a
Fair
second,
enough.
okay? Because
Yep, yeah, no
I'm
worries.
trying to push. Yeah.
All right, Runak, I'm sorry about that. You're attacking the one to the north that's restrained and hexed, right?
Yep.
All right, that's definitely a critical.
And this is slashing.
All right, go ahead and post your critical damage. I don't think he's going to survive that. He is not, so that is going to drop him.
Okay. And I will just move. Oh, wait, sorry. No, I'm not going to do that because I'll take opportunity attack. Well, actually, they already swung at Grim, right? Or is that...
Maybe, if you remember correctly.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm just going to stay put. I'll stay put.
All right, down
Hey,
to
Adam,
Zach.
I'm wondering if my concentration, it shows that it rolled twice. So it's probably because it was at advantage, but I passed the first one, so just to make sure that gets noticed. So
Yep, yeah, you're good. I'm going to put the clock back on you. Zach, you're up.
I just put, yeah.
All right, move 5, 10, 15. Doesn't look like any of them in particular are injured, so I will take a shot at that one with Sorcerer's Burst.
That will miss.
12. Okay. I will use my meta magic seeking spell to roll one more time.
That will
19.
hit.
5 psychic.
All right, he is wounded.
Okay, and then I will move back here and end my turn.
All right, Caliban shield on, no armor. What would you like to do?
I'm going to retcon that a little bit in that he fired his crossbow in the last round, which means no shield. So he grabbed his crossbow. He's standing out there in his skivvies with a crossbow.
Fair enough. All right.
So I adjusted my AC back down. He's going to level the crossbow at the one that Glory is fighting and see if he can Glory hog and steal that particular kill.
All right, let's see it.
Oh,
That is going to miss
Still a
by
little
a wide
sleepy-eyed.
mark.
nearly clips Glory on the way by. Yeah, and that is unfortunately all he can do. He will end his turn.
Okay, Archgale.
All right, I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance on all the bad guys. None of my friends, only bad guys.
All right, here comes 5 con saves. All right, the first 2 are not affected. The next 3 are. Go ahead and post damage. 2 points of damage. All right, the radiant light strikes outward, injuring 3 of them.
Only have one spell slot left. I don't know if I want to use it. Oh, I'd ignore that. I didn't think of that.
Do you want to wait and use it tomorrow?
Maybe, I don't know. Well, there might not be a tomorrow. No, that's so tough. Though.
I think that's his plan.
I'm in such a bad position. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
And then enter.
All right, this one who's currently restrained is going to try to push you to prone, Archgale. Dexterity or strength save, your choice. You're going to fail that and be knocked prone. And here comes his strength save to shake off the restrained. He is no longer restrained. All right, this one is going to attack you on the ground there. This is straight up since you're prone. 21 is going to hit.
Yes.
That is going to be 8 points of damage. And he is no longer restrained. Okay, Barnaby.
All right, the guy north I'm going to attack with my rapier.
Okay. That is going to miss even with flanking.
All right, not much I can do. I'm just wondering if I'm going to go ahead and go there. And I'm going to take that one opportunity attack from that guy.
All right, here it comes. 18.
Shoot. Okay.
That will connect.
If he had
Yeah.
his turn back. If he had his turn back.
I believe all of them had their turn back.
Okay. But it's a busy map, so I just want to remind you.
Yep, that'll be 7's total damage there, Barnaby.
I took 7 damage on my sheet, but it did not. So I'm just going to make a con save, Adam, because that time it didn't roll anything at all for my save.
Okay. You said you have advantage on these?
No, not on.
No one's restrained anymore.
Right, but I'm talking about for my saving throw for the.
Yeah, what are you currently concentrating on, Barnaby?
Bless.
Okay. And you said you don't have advantage on these?
No, I have advantage on wisdom, intelligence, and charisma saving throws.
Okay, so then got a little retcon a bit. Oh, no. Okay, so last time it rolled 2, you succeeded on the first one, failed the second one. Got it. All right, we're all set. You're still good.
It rolled twice last time. It didn't roll at all this time. I don't know what's going on. So
yeah, it's might just be buggy at the moment. But yeah, you're good. That 10's good enough. All right, this guy's turn. He's going to attack at advantage on Archie since he's down. That is going to hit at a 24. That'll be 15 points of damage. This one's going to do the same. That will miss. This one's going to come down and take a shot at Barnaby. That will miss. This one is going to attack Archie. Uh, 19. I think that is going to hit.
Yeah, my AC is 19, so yeah.
That'll be 12 points of damage.
I am down.
All right. This one is going to fire at Glory at advantage. Critically hitting Glory. Punctured, max amount of damage, and then roll additional damage. All right, so let me post this. Let's see, his maximum damage would be 8 additional, so that'd be 10. You're currently raging, so that's 5 points of damage to Glory. Grim, take 1 point of damage, please.
Done. Okay. Move there. Tempting Glory to step in and get closer for the flank, but I am not getting a flank here, but I'm going to attack.
That is going to miss.
Yeah, with 2 levels of exhaustion, I am done. I am going to bonus action second wind.
Alrighty, this guy's turn. He's going to take a shot at Glory. 13 is going to miss. This one's going to shoot at Barnaby. That will miss.
Ronak, you're one of the ones that's blessed.
Barnaby.
Yeah, I was just wondering if Grim was blessed or not.
No.
No. 2 levels of exhaustion. I'm done.
This one's firing at Barnaby. All right, Glory, your turn.
All right.
Step up and kill him.
I'm going to pole strike this one.
You can't pole strike until you've attacked first.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'll just attack him.
That is going to miss.
Now I'll pole strike.
Okay. That is also going to miss.
Dang, guys, our rolls.
God, we are a wreck.
Alrighty, this one's turn. He notices Caliban there in his skivvies and thinks that'll be easier to hit. But it's not. He misses. Alright, Runak.
Okay, Runak is going to move the hex onto this one. And great sword it up.
That's going to miss.
I'm going to add bless to it because I don't have the modifier here. So.
That will hit.
Hey, thanks, Barnaby.
You're welcome.
All right. And then D6 for hex.
That will wound him badly.
Okay. And I go, pick on someone like me. I'm smaller than you.
Alright, Zach.
All right. On that one, I'm going to cast Mind Sliver, which is a DC 16 Intelligence saving throw.
He is affected. He's wounded.
1 point of damage, and he has to subtract a D4 on his next saving throw. And then I will move 5, 10, 15, 20 to there and end my turn.
Alright, Caliban.
Caliban seeing Archgale go down, we'll do an object interaction to grab my medic kit out of my tent. And then book it over here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I will use my action to patch Archie up.
All right, go ahead and post that. I don't think we've seen that yet.
I think I've done it once before, but it's been a bit rare to actually get a chance to heal somebody because usually he's the one doing the healing. Where? Yeah, but where is it is the question. There we go.
All right, Archie, do you have any hit dice left?
That's like the things from short rest, right?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
All right, you can expend one of them.
Okay. Let me. Where can I find that if I'm not taking a short rest?
Yeah, I was just looking for it. I don't know where it is either. I'm looking.
I guess
I guess you could go. Yeah, I don't know.
you could go short rest and you can see how many are there.
Well, I can't take a short, or I can't click on short rest because I'm in the death save screen.
Oh no.
Well, you're going to get at least 1 HP back, so go ahead and give yourself
Okay.
1
Yeah.
HP.
All right, so let me hit stabilize, maybe?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Cleric
There
hit
we
die
go. Okay,
D8,
and
by the
then
way.
I get 1 hit point, you said, right?
Well, you get to spend a hit die, so we need, first of all, confirm you have hit dice left.
Okay, I'm going to click on the short rest thing. I do. I have 3 left still.
Oh boy, okay. Yep, so you're spending 1, so go ahead and spend 1 just like you normally would as part of a short rest.
Okay, I clicked on it. It's probably gonna.
All right, so you rolled a 1 plus your
Yep.
con plus 3 gave you 4. You already put yourself at 1 just to erase that, and then add 1 more, so a total of 6 HP because you got to roll your die and add 2, which was Caliban's proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Now, of course, add another level of exhaustion because you've been knocked down and then brought back up.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right, Caliban,
Oh,
anything else on your
oh.
turn?
Yes. Action surge doesn't get me any more movement though. Can I action surge and dash?
You
I do that.
can.
Yeah. I got my action surge back when we short rested. That was one of the few things we did, so I am definitely going to do that and remove that. And I'd like to get out of this. I'm going to take an opportunity attack here, I realize, but I'm going to move. 5, 10.
Yep, that opportunity attack will hit you, dealing
Okay.
11 points of damage.
Ouch. And it's got to happen. I am going to fire the crossbow at the dude who's just limping along here.
So I thought you said you were action surging to dash. Did you have enough movement to get there and still have your
Oh,
action?
you're right. That was how I got my extra movement, was to dash. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry. Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 back to here.
All right, I want to be respectful of everybody's time, but this also could be a pivotal moment. Does everybody have enough time to do another round of combat to hopefully resolve this, or do you guys want to hang it up here?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good.
Yep, I got them.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, I didn't hear any no's, so let's do another round. We'll try to wrap this up. Archgill, it's on you.
Oh boy, Caliban is repaying the favor in spades. I'm going to. I assume I'm still prone, or especially
are.
prone. Let me make sure that's saved. There we go.
So
I'm going to take.
Sorry, Archie. Also, I noticed you have the concentration icon on you, but you got knocked unconscious, so clearly you're
Yes.
not. What were you concentrating
on? Shield of Faith.
Okay, so that's off, and you're
That's
are you
off,
standing up?
Yep, I'm standing up.
Okay, got it. It's half your movement, and you're good to go.
I'm going to action disengage.
Okay.
5, 10. Because, wait, have my move. Yeah, so 20 feet. Yeah, so I'd have 10 left, right?
How many levels of exhaustion do you have?
2.
2. Okay, so right, you'd have 20 feet of
Should
movement.
say.
You
Okay,
send up 10, you're
perfect.
good.
Ooh, and I've got nothing. I've got nothing. End my turn.
Alrighty, this one's turn. He's going to make his way to here. He is going to attack you, Archie. Critically hitting you. Deep slice, maximum damage, and then roll damage dice and a d8 bleed per turn. All right, so let's see, maximum. So I'm going to post the damage. We'll take that plus max. I don't think this can possibly kill you outright. So let's see, maximum would be, let's see, 16 plus 1, 17 would be the maximum. And then the roll dice of 9 is 26 total points of damage. So that's obviously going to drop you to 0, but it doesn't take you to negative 35, so you're not dead outright. So you are at 0. All right, this one's turn. He is going
The
to...
sheet is not responding.
Yeah, try refreshing.
There it goes. Okay, there it goes.
This one's going to get to here, and Runak, he's going to try to shove you to prone. So dexterity or strength saving throw, your choice. You managed to avoid being shoved to the ground, Barnaby.
Boy, I tell you, I see these guys with all this big, giant hit point loss, so I'm going to go ahead and attack the guy to my right. So,
The guy to your right, that will hit. All right, he is wounded near death.
all right, I tell you what, Adam, I'm going to go ahead and I may as well use my last spell slot for that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and do. Can't even think here. I'm going to go ahead and divine smite him, at least trying to take a body down. You know,
he literally had 1 HP left, so he is dead.
Yep, I'll go ahead and take away that the spell slot. But you know what? That's one less attack, right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, this one is going to attack. Actually, he sees Barnaby's looking kind of weak, so he's going to go here and attack Barnaby on the flank.
Don't make fun of us small guys.
I can tell you're afraid of me.
Sheet crashed, reloading it real quick.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff going on tonight with Roll20, that's for sure.
Yeah, and right now is Roll20 Con. I don't know if you guys heard of that, but it's basically 1 million people all using the system.
Yeah.
It's how they, advertise how great everything on Roll20 is going. You think they would make sure they had tons of resources during Roll20 Con, but apparently not. All right, so yeah, we are reloaded again. Let's try this again. All right, that is a 17 on Barnaby.
17 AC, yeah.
That is going to hit. 10 points of damage on Barnaby. All right, this one is going to fire on Barnaby. That will miss. This one is going to slash on Barnaby. That will miss. This guy doesn't like where he's at, so he's going to disengage. Grim, your turn.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20. I can bonus action to get to him, but I think I need flank more than anything with a -4 to my roll. So 5, 10. I can get the flank on that guy and get opportunity attack. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. god, my sheet's not moving. So, am I stuck on that rock? Can you move me?
You are not stuck, but I can move you. Where are you trying
Let
to
me
get
see if
to?
I can move now. Let me take it. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, I take it
There's
back. You
my-
may have been stuck on that rock.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. So then I'm going to bonus action Adrenaline Rush. I'll get an opportunity attack during this route. So it'll be 5, 10, 15.
So you have how many levels of exhaustion?
I have 2, so I can only move 40 with a dash.
When you adrenaline rush, does it give you half your speed or full speed?
Full speed. I can dash as a bonus action.
Dash is okay. So you went to here for 20, and then you went to here 35. Okay, and you're taking that one opportunity attack from that guy. 22 is going to connect. That'll be 13 points of damage against Grim.
Okay, now I have a flank.
And
Yes.
did you take
Let's
the
see.
1 point of damage at the beginning of your turn as well?
Yes.
Okay, I just see you took it off there. Appreciate it.
All right, let's see if we can get this guy dead.
No, you cannot. That is going to miss wildly.
Well, I'm going
Wait,
to action surge it.
Isn't that guy already dead? I thought he'd get smited to death.
There's
Another
two.
guy moved into it.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's 2 guys there. Okay, gotcha.
I'll move the dead guy, those to make it less confusing.
Action surge.
Yeah.
Because why die with action surge?
Okay, that'll hit. He had 1 HP left. He is dead.
Okay, now, when I hit a critical, improve
Nice.
critical. There's something that,
I think if you have the one thing, it gives you another attack, but it's as a bonus action.
no, remarkable athlete, immediately after you score a critical hit, you can move up to half your speed without opportunity attacks.
Oh, okay.
So 10 feet. Well, I want to give somebody some flank here, so I can't. I can. Ooh, I'm going to get pummeled, but might as well. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. There I am.
Alrighty, this guy's turn. He's going to take a shot at Barnaby. That is going to miss. Also shooting at Barnaby. Missing. Also shooting at Barnaby. Missing.
He did better though.
Yeah, they're leveling up here. Also shooting at Barnaby. That will miss. Okay, Glory.
All right, I move here. Actually, I move here, and I'm going to use Healing Hands on Archgale.
Okay, Archgale gets 6 HP back and another level of exhaustion.
He's going to die by us bringing him back.
Well, he also has bleeding, I think, going on too. So
I'm in a bonus action, Extend Rage.
All right, this one's also going to shoot Barnaby. Missing. All right, Runok.
Okay, bonus action. Runok will move the hex to the guy to his north. And then he will swing.
Yeah, that'll hit. That is going to be enough to kill this one as well.
nice.
And end of my turn.
Okay, Zach.
Mind Sliver on that one.
He is not affected.
Boo. All right. That's really all I can do. That's my turn.
Caliban.
Does it seem like these guys either have swords or bows, not both?
They have both. It's just what's actively in their hands. The ones that have the shooters on them, they have crossbows in both hands. The other ones have longsword and shield.
I see this injured guy out here has picked up his crossbow, so we are gonna fire a crossbow bolt towards him.
Yeah, he had it the whole time. I accidentally removed the wrong icon last time, but yeah, go ahead and take your shot. That is going to miss.
I still think I'm going to just move. Oops, wrong thing grabbed here. Just gonna move 5 here. Yep, and 10 my.
Do you?
No, sorry.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'll use one of my second wins as well.
Okay.
You do 1d10 plus your fighter level. All right. So, I'll take five hit points back.
All right. Hey, every little bit helps, right? All right, another quick check. We're at the top of another round. Are you guys good to go? Try to finish this up?
I really would like to finish it up just in case.
Yep, I would too.
All right, I'm going to try to get us to the end of this combat. If anybody's like running out of time, you got to leave, please just post something in the chat. Make sure I see it. Archgale, you're up.
Channel Divinity, preserve life on myself.
Oh, actually,
and
sorry. Archgale, at the start of your turn, you're currently prone. Roll a d8. You lose that much HP from bleed.
Oh,
All right, you suffer 2 points of damage.
Nice.
okay.
Remember,
You can negate that with your channel divinity too. So.
Well, remember, you can use your action to stop the bleeding too. So, however you want to handle that.
Doesn't healing of some kind stop bleeding?
It does not.
You
In
have
order
to.
to staunch,
Okay, you actually have to.
Yes, you must use an action to staunch this wound.
I don't. Yeah, that is fine for now. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to channel divinity, preserve life. What's half of 35? Like
17.
17. Okay, so I'll spend 13 on myself and give the rest to Barnaby. Yeah.
All right, so Barnaby gets 4, you get 13.
Thanks, Barnaby.
Remember, you're still prone at the moment here.
Take half my movement to stand up.
All right, remind me how many levels of exhaustion you have?
3, so my speed is 15.
All right, so you spent 5 feet, and you're standing up now, 10 feet left.
I got nothing. So, in my turn.
All right, he is attacking you, Archgale, seeing you keep bouncing back up. He doesn't like that. 15 is going to miss. Barnaby.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and attack him.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Okay, yes. I have a feeling this is going to kill him, but he wouldn't be able to move closer to you if he wasn't dead. Go ahead and post your damage. 24. Oh, yeah, that definitely kills him.
All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and it probably won't matter. Shoot, but I'm going to go ahead and move here just to kind of feel like I'm giving a little bit more protection, I guess. I don't know.
All right, fair enough. Okay, this guy is going to drop his crossbow, draw his sword, and he is going to attack Grim. That is going to miss.
Sorry, Grim. I should have just stayed where I was. Yeah. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
This guy is also, has no respect for Grim because Grim keeps missing all the time. So he's going to provoke the opportunity attack and try to kill Archie. Would you like to take an opportunity attack, Grim? That is going to miss.
Sorry, my fault.
It's all right.
He misses Archie, though. All right, this one sees Archie standing up, looking near, very badly hurt for a moment there. He's going to fire at Archie. Missing. Okay, Grim, your turn.
All right. I'm going to attack the guy to my south.
Yep, removing his icon. He's got Blade in hand at the moment. That is going to hit. That will kill him.
Nice.
All right. And then I'm going to bonus action second wind. Then I'm going to move up to provide a flank for who's next. Action, bonus action, and my turn.
All right, this one's going to make its way around, take a shot at Archie. Missing. This one's going to do the same.
They don't like you, Archie.
What did I do?
Missing.
Oh, they must really hate Knights of Krova.
Same.
They're trying to kick the weakest dog, dude. They're just after the poodle now. You're the lowest one with hit points.
That'll hit. 4 points of piercing damage from the bolt. Glory.
All right, skirt around, and I'm going to attack this one.
Okay. With flank, that will hit. Yes, he is slain violently.
Nice.
And my, no, actually, no, I'll pole arm strike this guy.
Yeah, that'll connect. He is wounded. All right, he's going to move to here and also fire at Archie. Missing. Runak.
All right, Runak's going to let the disguise self drop, so he's in full ghoul form. And he goes, "You leave my friend alone!" And he will move the hex to this guy and
That'll hit.
Nice. With flavor.
oh, I should have done my my thing, but it probably doesn't matter, right?
He is slain.
And then I'll move right here.
Okay, Zach.
All right, I'm gonna cast Sorcerer's Burst at this one. Try to mix it up again.
That will hit.
1 point of, I guess, psychic damage.
He literally has 1 HP left. You have killed him.
Woo!
Yeah, that guy's been hanging on the edge over there.
No
Nailed it.
celebrating down there, dude.
I understand.
All right, Caliban.
Oh my god, I can't believe I went with that.
Your yeah, poor Zach's dice are terrible tonight on those damages.
Oh man, and that guy was at 1 hit point. Nobody could hit him. He was,
Right.
He survived so long. I have to go around these rocks, right? Above or below?
Yes.
All right, and I'm down to 20. So here we go. 5. Ooh, there's still a bunch of them, eh? 10, 15, 20. I might be an easy target out here, but we'll do what we can. I'm going to fire this guy that Runak's wrestling with. He looks a little banged up.
Sure, he'll have cover, but you can shoot him.
I don't like the chance of that, but let's see.
That will
Oh,
miss.
I can hardly lift the crossbow, let alone reload it. All right.
Archgale, roll a d8, please. Oh, blood continues leaking out of that wound.
King Archie, take a minute and fix yourself.
I'm gonna action stop the bleeding.
All right, you action staunch. You're no longer bleeding.
Oh, all right, and then I'm gonna use my movement to go 5, 10, and 15. End my turn.
Okay, Barnaby.
All right. All right. I need the flank to help out.
That will miss.
I tell them I would point my finger at you, but I have my hands full.
Bonus action adrenaline rush. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I'm going to move to here, use my movement to there, which is 5, 10, 15. And then I'm going to attack on the flank.
That will miss.
These rolls, even with the exhaustion.
Alrighty, this one says, blades, blades! He drops his crossbow, he takes out his sword and puts it up in the air, and you notice this red energy starts circling around. This one will drop his crossbow, drawing out the blade, and he is going to move to here, and he's going to attack Barnaby. And missing. This guy will also drop crossbow, grab his blade, move to here to take the flank on Barnaby. 18 on Barnaby
Hits.
for 11 points of damage. Glory.
Okay, I will.
Adam, I'm rolling a con save. It didn't do
Yep,
anything
go
again.
ahead.
I lost bless.
I'm gonna attack that guy.
All right, go ahead, Glory.
I'm gonna attack recklessly.
Okay, attack at advantage. That will miss.
God dang, guys, we're almost done.
That same guy.
Pole strike, same guy. Okay. That will still miss.
End my turn.
All right, this guy is going to also drop his crossbow and attack with the bloody slash on Barnaby. That will miss. Runok.
All right, same thing. Moving hex to this hurt guy, and I'm gonna swing.
Hey, just remember you don't have bless anymore.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet because I've just been critting.
Yep.
Oh, humble brag. That is going to hit as well. He is slain.
Nice.
Cut, and I will move here. And I'll go. You should have taken the deal.
All right, Zach.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get to there.
Oh, look, we have another party member.
And I will take a shot at that one with Sorcerer's Burst.
I will miss.
And that's going to end my turn.
All right, Caliban.
Caliban is going to stride straight ahead. He'll drop his crossbow and summon his longsword to his hand and attack the one in front of him. Oh,
That is going to hit with flank.
Oh, with flank! Thank goodness. All right. Ooh. He's been whiffling this whole time.
You slash into him, wounding him.
That'll be it.
Okay, Archgale.
All right, 5, 10. I'm going to cast my last of everything. Channel Divinity, Preserve Life. I'm gonna give whatever half to Barnaby, whatever get him to half, and I'll take the rest.
13. What's your total?
Will be my total?
Yeah, it looks like 20. So Barnaby gets 13. You get 7.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks, Barnaby.
All right, and with the threat of imminent death away, I'm going to say there's no way these 3 guys are going to be able to kill any of you. So, in the essence of time, I'm going to assume you guys have managed to defeat these last 3 Ghost Knight conscripts.
Oh,
I really thought we were going to have even potentially a TPK, you know?
I think they rolled poorly. We have good AC, but yeah, making hits there was actually very, very difficult with all
It was
that
real
exhaustion.
hard.
Yes, that was a lot of low rolls on my end as well. So, yeah, I would say you guys are feeling absolutely exhausted after this patrol has come through, but you have survived the night. And yeah, guys, we'll go ahead and pause it here. We'll pick up next week and continue the adventure.
Awesome.
great
Have
job,
a good
guys.
week, folks.
Nice.
See ya.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Night, all.
Session.